Money, 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 money. Money, 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 money. Money, 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 money. Money, 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 money. You don't really wanna play. Money, 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 money's what I'm talking about. We don't really know what you been talking about. You don't really wanna play. You don't know what to say. Money, 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 money's what I'm talking about. We don't really know what you always been talking about. And I don't wanna be the one who always really talk about. And you don't really wanna play. You don't know what to say. It's money, 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 money's what I'm talking about. Money, 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 make you shut your mouth. Don't never ever talk about it if you never had the clout. You don't know what to say. Stay up out of my way. Money, 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 make you shut your mouth. Keep playing with these goonies, boy, I'm gonna have to make the call. Stay in bounds on your pivot, boy, if you gon' ball. A lot of niggas be fake, and you really can't play. Cause we done got it out the mud, nigga, what you talking about? Screaming, oh my God, money got me pride. They living a lie, look into my eyes, they might seem surprised. This is homicide, we just multiply. We been on the rise. If we got some wings, fuck it, we gon' have to fly. Money, 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 what I'm talking about. Day in my life, take me a different route. Use all my cash, niggas on my face. You can get it erased, what you talking about? Money, 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 money's what I'm talking about. We don't really know what you been talking about. You don't really wanna play. You don't know what to say. Money, 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 money's what I'm talking about. We don't really know what you always been talking about. And I don't wanna be the one who always really talk about. And you don't really wanna play. You don't know what to say. It's money, 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 money's what I'm talking about. You never crossing these borders. I'm whipping it up, Gordon Ramsay. I swear that I'm cooking these orders. You talk about me, you better just hope that you can just really afford it. I'm ballin', I'm ballin', I'm winning, I'm winning. I'm feeling like Robert to Horry. Nigga, I'm scoring. I count in the morning. They talk about me, then I gotta ignore it. My bitches be foreign. So independent, my money be corporate. These rappers is boring. You hate me and I'm always gonna adore it. I'm smoking that soaring. She always go ahead, let me explore it. I call her my Dora. You can go and talk about me, I ain't flawless. I go put my all in. If a nigga talk about me, then I'm gone in. You know that I'm gone in. Jump in, take trips, Pompeii. All day, always keep 3 stacks like Andre. I get it, I get it, I get it, I get it, man. And you can never, ever, ever get rid of that. So watch what you say, and watch how you do. If you play the game, then you play by the rules. Money, 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 money's what I'm talking about. We don't really know what you been talking about. You don't really wanna play. You don't know what to say. Money, 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 money's what I'm talking about.
Hello?
We don't really know what you always been talking about. And I don't wanna be the one who always really talk about. And you don't really wanna play. You don't know what
I couldn't hear because it's not coming through all the way well. It's kind of statically, but what's up, man? My name is Baby Simba. You already know what's going on. I'm here checking in with y'all. Hey, shout out to Coalition DJs. Shout out to the station that y'all got me coming to. I appreciate everything, man.
Yeah, it's At The Ball Radio, baby.
It's just what we do, man. We put out, try to get some good up and coming artists, get them a different platform and put their music out there, and gives us a new platform down in North Kakalakis. I know you're going to share the show and got your folks.
Oh, most definitely.
Yeah, so it's good for everybody.
Most definitely. I love what y'all got going on.
So basically, let's start off with the easy question. Tell me about yourself.
Well, I'm 18. I'm from Aiken, South Carolina. I started music when I was when I was 10, but I really started taking it serious when I started getting in middle school and, talent shows where you had the girls at, and that's when I started getting real good with the girls. So I said that music is the way to touch the girls. And then when I got older, I'm saying music is a way to touch everybody, just in different ways, just touching girls. But I found I had a talent that I can touch everybody with, so I just stuck with it.
Bet, 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 bet. So who was like some of your oh, I'm coming in loud. So like, who were some of your music influences?
Influences. This is probably about to be like real different for y'all, but I say Gucci, James Brown, Michael Jackson, J. Cole. I know that's a weird mixture, but
All right, cool.
hello.
Yeah,
Oh
yeah.
yeah, I
It's
know that's a weird mixture.
it's not because everybody has um what they listen to. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah,
be a student of the game and listen to old school, new school, whatever. See,
and I can't forget Speaker Knockers, Tupac, and Biggie. That's my people right there.
all right, all right. So that's basically your Mount Rushmore of music, right?
Can you say that again?
That's basically your Mount Rushmore of music.
Oh yeah, that's me right there.
Okay. All right, CP3, you got a question for him?
First, what part of North Carolina you from again?
I'm not from North Carolina. I'm from Aiken, South Carolina. I just live up there.
Oh, okay, okay. I was just
Yeah, I'm just up there for the music. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to be. I want this music thing to be my second nature, so I just get closer to it.
Hey, that's what it's all about. You got to move to where everything bump. I guess I got to ask the obvious question. What inspired you to make your name Baby Simba? I just got to ask. When he told me the name of the artist, I was like, that's an interesting name. I just want to know what was your thought process behind your name.
Well, so the neighborhood that I used to live in, you can call it projects, whatever you want to call it. Everybody used to call my father Mufasa. You know what I'm saying? So I got the name. Like it just kind of like came on. I always had long hair, and you know what I'm saying. It stick out. So that's where Simba came from. And you know what I'm saying. I was the prince. That's how I felt. Now I'm the king. So that's me. That's the name.
Hey, I like that.
I was thinking about changing it. But I was like, why? When it's just is me. Everybody gonna look at me like I'm childish or look at me like but it don't even matter because that's my name.
First of all,
Everybody was like,
it's a
change it because Disney.
it's a unique name and it stood out. Like it's a conversation piece. So I wouldn't change it. I mean, and then I ain't gonna lie. I see all that hair you got. I'm jealous like shit because I'm bald headed like a mug.
Hey man, don't ain't jealous of the bald head dudes, man. There's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong with the bald head game, baby.
I ain't nothing wrong with it.
Until
Tell
somebody
them
slap
y'all.
you upside the back of the head
Oh
and
nah. See that don't
Oh
happen.
yeah, that's something real right there.
Hey, I had that happen once in school, and once they saw my reaction,
Uh huh.
getting smacked in the back of the head, I smacked him in his jaw. I ain't never been smacked in the back of my head. I ain't have a bald head my whole life, but now that I got one now, I wish a motherfucker would try to smack me in the back of my head.
Hey y'all remember when they used to slap people in the back of the neck?
Same thing.
For so that know that they used to do some crazy stuff.
Off limits, baby. Off limits. I can't deal with that, man. Cause yeah, that's some
Yeah.
good shit right there.
uh,
You used to go to school nervous with the first cut. Hey, if they gonna slap my head today, they gonna slap my head today.
you know what the bad part was? I was one of them dudes that would slap people in the back of their neck and the back of their head too.
Oh, me too. Me too. I hope my kids don't. I hope my kids don't get the treatment that I used to give other people's kids
That's why I ain't
at school.
because I did a lot of bad shit.
Oh, for real.
Hey, man,
Yes.
it do come back on you some of the stuff that you did in your past, and it will get reciprocated with the kids. I don't have none myself either, but I got nieces and nephews, and let's just say they put my sister through hell right now.
Yeah. It's going. It always come back.
It do.
I feel like God always. He don't do it to hurt you, but he do it. It just come back just to show you. Don't play with me.
Definitely, definitely, definitely. Um,
Yeah.
so give me a rap album or music album. Don't gotta necessarily be a rap album that impacted your life. That made you like,
Ooh.
yeah.
Mmm. A rap album that influenced my life.
Yes. Yeah.
I would have to. Oh Lord, that's a good one. That's a good question because I would actually I'm gonna say KOD by J Cole, his newest album that he just dropped.
Okay, that was a deep
I'm
album.
gonna say that one. I'm gonna say that one because it really touched me in different ways, and it put me in a position where I can, because I used to have problems with like taking drugs and stuff like that.
Okay.
Not like pills and stuff but it taught me a lot about my friends. Everything was moving around me. You know what I'm saying? Like, it helped me as a better person. So I feel like that album right there was a jump start. It made me think, and anything that can make me think, I'm messing with it.
Yeah. And by the way, that was a very deep album. Uh,
Yeah, that was a real deep album. Like that touched me
J.
for a long time. I still listen to it.
You know, he really make you think. He really make you think. I'm a big fan of J. Cole, and to watch his progression from when he first came out to how he is now is has been a blessing. Uh,
See, I'm kind of in a different. Like I told you, with me, I'm so old school, and I've heard so much of this BS rap that even
Yeah,
artists like Kendrick and like J. Cole, who do have talent and do have skill, I still, for some reason, can't fully get into their music. I'm still trying to figure out why, because they do have some good shit, they do have some powerful shit, but for some reason, I haven't been able to connect to it. So I'm
I
still
got
trying to figure that out. But I hear some of the lyrics and some of the songs, and I be like, damn, that shit was tight. But for some reason, I just can't connect to it for some reason, man. I don't know what's up with that.
I mean, when he did that joint, Kevin's Heart was like ridiculous. Where he broke down basically a cheating scenario that was based on Kevin's heart cheating,
Oh, for
and then and he actually had Kevin Hart in the video. Like it was deep.
oh wow, yeah, that's some deep shit.
Yeah, definitely, definitely. I'm
you.
surprised you said J Cole though. I mean the KOD album at that.
Yeah, it's
I can see
it's
the real
it's the
versatility.
versatile. And one thing I learned about, he's actually one of my favorite artists. He taught me with this, and to stay in the game, you have to switch your flow. Like, you can't stay with the same flow. You can't talk about the same thing. J. Cole had an era of his time where he talked about money and hoes, money,
Yeah.
and then just you know what I'm saying, like what life is about. Like, you know what I'm saying? He flipped it all around, and that's what you need to stay in this game. He taught me a lot. Like, just watching him, just being a fan. So one day I hope I can meet him.
Definitely. J Cole is he from North Carolina.
Yeah,
Um,
Oh yeah, yeah.
and he's one of the artists that, like, when I first heard about J Cole, I was but then I started listening to J Cole, and I think it was that Forest
Yeah.
album, man. I was just like, yo, listen to that shit every day. Like I was going on a train
When
listening to it every day. Um,
hey, I said when you can have a song and you know how everybody just cussing bar for bar. When you can have a song and make 100 million people listen to it without cussing, you'll go. I feel like because you're doing everything that other people really not in the world right now.
all right, that
Especially that's mainstream. Or if they not doing no pop or anything, but if they doing hip hop, they most likely cussing. J. Cole can do a whole album without cussing and still do numbers. That's respect.
yeah, I feel you on that. I feel you on that.
That's, that's nothing but respect.
So how do you feel about the current state of music right now?
You say that one more time?
How you feel about the current state of music right now?
It's a lot of mumble rap. It's a lot of mumble rap, and I don't mumble rap at all. And most times, and it's a lot of auto tune going on. Like, I feel like hip hop, and I'm just gonna talk about hip hop because that's all I'm doing right now.
Okay, let's go.
But hip hop, I just feel like it's just too much mumble, too much auto tune. It's not no real stuff being spoken, and it's about the same thing: drugs, money, women. But that's what people like though. And
So,
me on the other hand, I just don't. I don't rock with it like that.
question though. So, and we'll talk about this. Do we blame the artist or do we blame the audience for that? Because if the audience is demanding that that's what they want to hear, as an artist, is it my job to give that to them, or should I try to change their what they want to hear?
No, if they wanna hear it, you should most definitely give it to them. If they want to hear it, you should definitely give it to them because, like I say, an artist I say an artist like myself is product, right? Everybody like your fans for you want your fans for anybody to be wanting to look up to you, you have to make them feel like I want to be just like him. You feel me?
Yeah.
So with that, I say give it to them because when you give it to them and they like what you gave it to them, even if your music is not the best, if somebody mess with it, go ahead and keep pushing.
Okay.
I, I
Yeah, I feel like go ahead and play it. Don't even don't give them what the fans want.
I I kind of feel you on that, but I look at it a little bit differently as the artist. You want to give them what they want, even if it's some, dumb trap music or whatever. But if you have a more powerful message, I said you still have to mix it in. Like if you do an album, have some of what they want, but still have some of the stuff that you're trying to branch off. And like you were mentioning, changing up your style. I said that for
Oh
like Young Jeezy when he first came out. I couldn't stand him.
yeah,
All he talked about was Snowman, Snowman, Snowman. But once Jay Z took him under his wing and his rap game got more diverse, now he's one of my favorite rappers now. And
yeah.
that's why I say you have to start, even though you're giving them what they want, you still have to press the boundary sometime and see how far your reach can go because you never know. It might be something off the wall or something they clown now. But if you introduce it, in the right way on your album, and folks, might not be banging it everywhere, but they've been exposed to it. So when you continue to go that road, you can, make your own path in this game.
And you know what? I see. I wish I was there with you guys because I would feel where you were coming from by body energy and all that. I would feel this. You know what I'm saying? The talk.
No doubt.
But now that I get what you're saying, I actually get what you're saying because me as an artist, I be making music, and some people don't mess with all of the stuff that I do. You know what I'm saying? Is you have to put out stuff for it because at first when I first started rapping, I was looking up to J Cole, so I was rapping just like J Cole.
Uh,
It took me a long time to find my own flow in my own way, and I had to realize what life was. But when I found my own flow and started doing that, everybody mess with it, so I throw it out there. But if they don't, you have to make different content. You have to different flows, do different stuff. Like say if you going to New York, they probably not gonna want to hear the stuff that we listen to down here in the South.
That's not true.
They want to hear. They want to hear.
Let me stop
That's
you right there. Did the
that's not all the way true, but I'm saying like me. I'm talking about like artists like me. Like say an indie artist just going down there just promoting your music, not nothing that's already on the radio.
but
You just going. You just
go ahead.
you can hear me.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, you just going down there because I know I've met people. You know what I'm saying? They just tell you you go out there with a New York crowd. They don't play. They don't play at all. They'll give it to you good or bad. They're gonna throw stuff on stage if you bad, and if not, they're gonna rock out with you the hardest way.
I mean, it's just like this. It's because my artist Renegade has performed in Cali, New York, um, North Carolina, Texas. If it's good music, like it's going to rock where it's go.
Yeah, regardless.
Because I'm originally from New York, so I grew up in the era. The biggest misconception that people don't realize is that New York only listen to New York music. That's not true. Like, I grew up when, I mean, just growing up during the golden age of hip hop. Like, New York, they was banging Tupac just as much as they was banging Wu Tang Clan or Black Moon back in the day. They was banging down south music just as much as they banged East Coast. In fact, it was getting more plays on East Coast radio stations than
Yeah.
than East Coast artists. So
Sometimes the tables turn.
rock out regardless. Like if you hot, you gonna be hot regardless.
You right. You right. But what I was trying to say is they don't. When you go down there and perform, they don't play. If you're not like that,
That is true though. And
if
you
you're
think
not,
New York is and you think New York is tough, Philly's a monster.
ooh, I'm already knowing. I done heard. Now this is stuff I done heard like other artists that's doing some good stuff right now.
Yeah,
They done already told me your first time going somewhere, they probably not gonna mess with you, but you have to take that and you have to take it as good. You know what I'm saying? A good response as it being a bad response. You get what I'm saying?
yeah, you
They ain't mess with you this time. They mess with you this time, but when I come back this time, they gonna know me.
definitely. Um,
You know what I'm saying?
and
So
it's a disrespected of of where you can go and what you can do and how you can move the crowd and stuff. So Definitely,
Cause
definitely.
Philly, I heard, you know what I'm saying, Uzi from there, he messed with some people down there from Spartanburg, and I was talking to them, and well, he messed with an artist from down there. I forgot his name. My bad for that, but he's a good artist, and he's a little Uzi artist now. He was telling me, Lil Uzi was telling him back in the day, they did not like mess with him in Philly. Like he had to get respect. Like he had to get a fan base for them to actually say, you know what I'm saying, this is my city.
Yeah.
So that's something big too, and he from there. So
The thing is, it's all, I don't know why, but it's always tougher in your own city. And then the minute they love you outside your city, then everybody want to love you inside your city. I don't get that mentality, but it happens in the DMV here all the
Yeah,
time.
I mean, that is
yeah,
typical. It's sad that it's like that, but yeah, I don't. I mean, only spot I don't see that in is like in sports. Like when you have a young high school player that's on the up and coming, they get behind that, but they won't really get behind much else
Yeah, that's
of
about it.
anybody else in the
That's
hood.
it.
Yeah, they get behind a young athlete, but they won't get behind a young aspiring podcaster or rap artist or whatever. So
Yeah,
it's
it's crazy.
it is interesting that yeah they don't love you to everybody else do. Then oh he representing our town. Let's do it for him. Hey man, it's crazy. Now I'm hot. They all
Exactly,
like
exactly.
Mike Jones.
You got the Mike Jones complex. All right, I'm about to play your video, sir.
let's go.
So, what made you become a legend?
You said who made me become a legend?
What made you become a legend?
Oh, already. I say I'm a legend off top because you don't know why. I feel like I got the best bars already, and people gonna feel me where I'm coming from and where I'm starting at. I'm starting at a young legend, a young legend. I don't got that as the West man because I put my title as legend.
Back.
By the time I'm done with everything, I'm gonna be a legend. I promise you.
I'm loving the swag and I'm feeling the energy, dog. So we about to just
Oh yeah, I'm just speaking it into existence, man. That's it.
back. We about to play this joint real quick.
Let's roll.
Simba.
Y'all gonna mess with it too.
Okay.
Hey, I really people telling me I'm really a legend in the making, you feel me? I don't do none of this for no reason, you feel me? I really gotta make it. It's Simba 803, baby. I just talked to the doctor. He don't know if I'm gonna make it, cause my heart is filled with hatred. It's cracking and it's breaking. I done felt too close to Satan. I'm shaking cause temptation, wanting now I'm sick of waiting. I'm a legend in the making, you can like it, you can hate it. Don't give it, let's just take it, give me that, no hesitation. And I don't want no ties, just fuck our relations. Yeah, hey, it's only one color, if it ain't red, it's dead. You scared to push up on my block, cause all your steppers dead. I got some special bullets for you, send you extra lead. Niggas stupid in these streets, I call it special ed. First is fuck a teller, come back, need some extra head. I don't trust nobody, cause I just can't see the feds. I'm off that gas and talking shit, and please don't mind my meds. And please don't threaten my life, cause I'll make your bed. Shot at your chest, shot at your head, and I don't aim for legs. Spin on your block with that Glock like a ceiling fan. Niggas got me fucked up because I don't need no friends. A year from now I'm spinning in the Benz with 100 bands. Yeah, I just talked to the doctor. He don't know if I'm gonna make it, cause my heart is filled with hatred. It's cracking and it's breaking. I done felt too close to Satan. I'm shaking cause temptation, wanting now I'm sick of waiting. I'm a legend in the making, you can like it, you can hate it. Don't give it, let's just take it, give me that, no hesitation. And I don't want no ties, just fuck our relations. Simba, fuck that shit. I feel like I'm Jordan, I'm 23. We're winning the game, I'm MVP. It's some of my name, remember me. I lean in that Hennessy. She say I look good, she into me. Don't fuck with the Aki, my enemies. I'm rapping the shows in Tennessee. Niggas be hating, they envy me. Yeah, envy. Talking that shit, they come see me. I'm rapping so good, I'm on TV. My diamonds is biting, they VVs. Unreadable niggas can't read me. Don't got no more love, but don't leave me. Stunting on niggas is easy. They talk no more shit, but they need me. Yeah, my ties on repeat. Got my own plate, I'ma feed me. I'm an alpha, you can't leave me. My bitch is so bad, call her Riri. I'm rocking designer, got Gucci designer. Yeah, Simba got Fendi. All these niggas wanna kill me. I just talked to the doctor. He don't know if I'm gonna make it, cause my heart is filled with hatred. It's cracking and it's breaking. I done felt too close to Satan. I'm shaking cause temptation, wanting now I'm sick of waiting. legend in the making. You can like it, you can hate it. Don't give it, let's just take it. Give me that, no hesitation. And I don't want no ties, just fuck our relations. Simba, ayy. I got love for my people. I used to be equal. Keep it still a desert eagle. Roll with killers, yeah, they lethal. Young nigga, yeah, I see you too. My kids can't wait to meet you. And I don't trust a soul, cause they'll leave you. Don't bite the hand that feed you. Don't trust no snake to see you. Pray to God because I need you. Was a felon, bad illegal. I just talked to the doctor. He don't know if I'm gon' make it. Cause my heart is filled with hatred. It's cracking and it's breaking. I done felt too close to Satan. I'm shaking cause temptation. Wanting now, I'm sick of waiting. I'm a legend in the making. You can like it, you can hate it. Don't give it, let's just take it. Give me that, no hesitation. And I don't want no ties, just fuck our relations.
In the making, you like it, you can hate it. Don't give it, let's just take it.
Yo.
I like that joint, dog.
What's up,
I
man?
like that joint. The fact that you were able to. One of the things I have critical about the new rap game is these folks can't do a 3-minute song by themselves. They gotta have 4 other people on the track because they don't have much to say. The fact that you fit this whole joint yourself, and it was some nice lyrics and a nice track.
Yeah, these nice
Hey,
lyrics.
man.
Has some bars in that joint, you know.
Yeah. First time hearing your music, man.
Appreciate it, man.
Up to you, bro.
I'm still jealous. That nigga got
Appreciate
too
it.
much damn hair though.
Hey, man.
Uh,
And you wanna know what's funny when you say that? Cause my manager say that the song is, well, she liked the song, but she say it's too long.
I'm gonna tell you,
And with me, it's long too. Like me, I thought even when I thought I was when I was making it, it was
so
long.
I'm,
You know what I'm saying? I knew it was gonna be long, but I was like, this is my first. This is one of my first songs coming out, so I might as well go ahead and have some fun on the beat.
so Simba. Let me tell you the one mistake that you did make in the song, and my artist did the same thing. We did this song. We paid for a beat by Looney Tune. He got a Grammy, and he made the chorus sort of like how you did the chorus. It was kind of long and too complicated. The chorus is
Uh huh.
simple.
Gotcha.
But other than that, I mean,
damn.
but it's growth. So you 18. Like at 18, I didn't know how to make a song. I mean, I just knew how to rap.
No
And
doubt.
and
Yeah.
and learning how to make a song is something totally different. So
Yeah. It's still a process. I'm still learning. You know what I'm saying? I'm still on that. I'm still in that process stage. We saying we grinding right now.
yeah, definitely, definitely,
That's what
definitely.
it's all about,
That's
man. It's
that's
all
all it is.
I mean, definitely. Um, I got some more of your music too.
Oh, most definitely. You about to go in and run that?
A job. So salute to her. She on a job.
Oh yeah, most
You know,
definitely.
and then I got 2 other tracks.
She's there.
definitely highlights you. You know, I definitely like that first track. Like I say, he's the critical music ear. You know, he has all the music background. I'm just a hood nigga that like good beats and good music. So, you know, I
Appreciate it, man.
it was that it was a longer, a longer track because it gives you more. Not the the chorus we was talking about, but the track in general. Just because so many of these songs are 2-3 minutes long just to get you to bounce in the club or whatever, and they don't really have no substance, so they can only go 2 minutes. The fact that, like you said, your first single, you was able to drop something, that had, some extended stuff on it that showed that you got skill. You're not just some dude trying to be a one-hit wonder to get some banger in the club and you can ride off into the sunset and shit.
Oh yeah, and that song right there did 20,000. I got off that song. I got 20,000 monthly listeners, and then I hit eight. I think 8,000 on YouTube in 2 months.
Sweet.
So it did pretty good. And that's my first video. That's my first. You know what I'm saying? So hey, if they gonna catch the little fire off of that one, wait what we about to do to lit the match on the other side of the earth.
That's what it's all about, baby. You already gave them a dose of what they got coming for. Now you got to kick the door wide open, man. That's what it's all about.
Got to.
So you about to play
Got to.
joint? I don't give a fuck.
Yeah. Put your middle fingers up. You feel me?
Well, we do that on a daily basis around the DMV. A lot of people get the fuck you around here.
Yeah.
I think I'm giving up.
Really cool mix that shit.
I just don't give a fuck.
Swayze, why you do
I feel like 7 voices too, that I'm born body issues. You don't want no problem, no smoke, don't want no issues. Yeah, you gotta go to your mom and they gonna miss you. Spin on with that chop out rock, that ain't gonna miss you. You're feeling not a dollar, think I'm giving up. Right shit working to my head, I just don't give a fuck. I was just a shit, and like it's still, but we don't stick them up. My pain to be me signed to a bitch. I don't do this, and if I heard it one time, I'm broken this. You can have my charm. I see the eyes and I'm serving, you know I'm a buck today. But what I know that I think I'm giving up. I just don't give a fuck. They be like, baby, Simba, yeah, it's me. I read that my shit, that red shit, I can double B. Name a nigga in my area who gon' fuck with me, and up with me, and stalk me. Yeah, we keep them blocks, and you know we keep them 2 3. I'm the topic in my city. Why they had to take my nigga? Why they had to take niggas? Why they couldn't take me with you? Why they had to take niggas? Lonely that nigga, lonely. I be like 7 points tools, and them boys about to get you. You don't want no problem, no smoke, don't want no issues. Yeah, you gotta go to your mom and they gonna miss you. Spin around with that chop out rock, that ain't gonna miss you. You fella, not a fella, think I'm giving up. First shit's words into my head, I just don't give a fuck. I was just a G, ain't like this deal, but we gon' stick them up. Turn my pain to BBS and me sign it to a bitch. Yeah, they call it left on main, swear I ain't stopping for anyone. Niggas talking like they want some beef, I just might give them some. Born from the one and smelling good, I turned to cinnamon. I was season last year, this L and I wrote wins. I said they want more and they ain't getting that. My team, if it ain't them, then I
Talk
don't
about
give
that
a
Breonna
fuck.
Taylor joint too. Let's have somebody ask what's the topics for the day. I might be doing the interview, but shit, we can talk some Breonna Taylor and talk some current events at the end after we interview him.
You don't want no problem, no smoke, don't want no issues. Yeah, you gotta go to your mom and they gonna miss you. You know with that chop out rock, that ain't gonna miss you. You fella, not a fella, think I'm giving up. First shit's words into my head, I just don't give a fuck. I was just a G, ain't like this deal, but we gon' stick them up. Turn my pain to BBS and me sign to a bitch truck.
I'm giving up.
Okay, all right.
It's nice. That's
What's up, man? Hey,
a
Banger
banger
right
right there.
there.
That's a nice joint you could bang on a nice summer day riding down the street.
appreciate it, man. I would like to, hey, with that song, I would like to shout out my producer, K Swayze. He make all the 5 beats that I be on. Every beat that I'm on,
Okay.
he doing it. He making it. And I would like to shout out, I also like to shout out another artist, Sendo.
Go.
He another artist from where I'm from. Yeah, he's the second verse on that I Don't Give a Fuck song.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
He another artist from down there. Y'all be meeting him soon.
yeah, so what would you classify your style as being a rapper in this game right now?
My style, I always do similar type stuff. So I say I have a similar type style. I don't even be trying to compare myself to a lot of people.
Yeah.
I feel you.
That's how I would say.
I feel
You
you.
said what?
I said, yeah, you say you have your own unique flow. I can understand, not trying to
Yeah.
compare yourself to anybody else. But yeah, you want to have your own style. Like I said, that was my first time listening to your tracks, and I say, if I see your name come across the YouTube channel or something, I know I'll probably check it out.
Most definitely.
Okay.
Appreciate it, man.
I would say. So, what do you look for when you choose a beat?
What I look for, I'm gonna be it touches me. I don't know, God, it is God. He every time a beat come on and I feel like I want to snap on it and I just be feeling it in my chest type stuff. It's like the Holy Ghost be hitting me. Every time I'm about to write a song or something like that, it's like the Holy Ghost hit me and I just start writing and the song is done by that day.
Okay.
On that beat and everything. You can ask the manager, it goes just like that.
You are in a good place with the coalition of the DJs. Um, I've dealt with
Oh yeah, shout out Coalition DJs.
yeah. I
Yeah,
dealt with
most definitely.
coalition down here in DC, the DMV coalition, and they mentor a lot, and they teach a lot of artists the right way of how to make a song. So being affiliated with them is a very good thing because you're especially at your age and you're dealing with them like you're in the perfect place where a young artist needs to be.
Oh yeah, and shout out to Coalition DJs. Let me tell you, Coalition DJs, when you go take your music to them, they're gonna give you
Nope.
a straightforward answer of how your music should be and how, or not even that, because some people they take all type of music to coalition DJs, country, pop, everything, hip hop, everything you can imagine. So they really give you points of how to make hits, a real hit song, what's gonna go on in the club. Like that's why I'm making the kind of music I'm making now because and y'all gonna be hearing that I have some more stuff dropping other than Legend and I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna be dropping a whole lot. I'm gonna drop a whole lot of catalog,
Okay.
whole lot of content.
I feel that. I feel that. That's shit. That's a good thing. Because
And the only reason I'm doing that is because Coalition DJs they done put me on, they done put me on game, and they not playing with me this year. You know what I'm saying? I'm a priority artist, so they not even playing with me. They making sure I get there.
that is a great
So
network to
shout
be
out to them.
associated with, and a lot of cats don't understand like that right there. Well, if you lacking direction, if you go to the coalition DJ, they can give you some type of direction, and
Yeah, most,
what
even if it's just advice.
to do.
Yeah, even if it's just advice, they gonna give you something for you to be like, oh, I learned something today.
Definitely, 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 definitely.
Yeah, I know a couple of
Yeah,
DJs is in the DC coalition, and I'm not real familiar with it. I have been invited out to some of them hits. I haven't been able to make it, but it's definitely good to have a key and they have a foot, might say a foot in the door with those folks because those are the guys that's in the clubs. Those are the guys that help make the bangers, that make the ones, that make the songs that people want to listen to. So
Yep.
the fact that you're already keyed into that, and like I said, you're a priority artist, you're already on your way. So just keep doing what you're doing, man.
appreciate it, man. And it's big ups for y'all too, even for y'all looking into me, wanting me to come on here. I appreciate that, man.
Look, man, and when we appreciate you, when I hear up and coming artists that has a movement and actually has good music, um, like that makes me want to listen. It makes me know what I do is good. You know,
Got you.
so like I've been doing this for over 20 something years.
Mm,
Podcasting, managing, running track boards, setting up shows. I did it all.
That's
um,
what it's all about, though.
but it makes me know when I hear the young hungry stuff, um, makes me like, damn, this dude is fire. And when you blow up, I can be like, yo, we played him first.
Yeah, we had him on our show.
Yep.
yeah, straight up, and I'm gonna show love always and forever. That's y'all keep rocking with me. I'm gonna rock with y'all.
Oh,
That's exactly how it's gonna go, and it's gonna be the same energy coming back from y'all. The energy that y'all give me is gonna be the same energy that I give back. I promise
No doubt, no doubt. Yeah, you got to get up here to the DMV sometime. Get you in the studio. Even they might even
you.
do
Most definitely.
to one of your tracks or something.
Yeah, and you know we gonna rock out.
oh yeah, 'cause we gonna be putting some stuff together. Um, as soon as quarantine 2020 breaks.
If it ever breaks.
But we got some stuff that we want to do. Some opportunities, and definitely do a couple of virtual showcases, and we're putting together a virtual showcase and fashion show too. So,
Oh, most definitely.
because oh yeah, I do a quick shameless plug. Shout out to Eric Kuza that sponsors our shirts, at the bar radio shirt, and
Sports OTHP Apparel, Eric Kusa in the house. Appreciate the love as always.
so we're partnering with them. We're doing stuff where we're up and coming designers and independent artists. So we'll be working on that for the next couple of months, and um, also just different shows to show different avenues of independent artists. So we
Got you.
we working, bro.
Yeah, be on the lookout.
I feel you. Hey, y'all working, I'm working. Hey, but with this game, I'm just gonna tell y'all with anything that we doing, like y'all doing media and the radio, and I'm doing the artists and stuff like that. Everything we all gotta wait our turn, and our day gonna come. You keep pushing, and you give what you putting in for your work, you gonna get it back.
Definitely,
Exactly.
definitely,
No
definitely,
doubt.
You
definitely.
put in for that work, you gonna get it back. That's just like karma. It's just like karma, just a good one. It's a good karma too.
Oh yeah.
So
Y'all just gotta wait for that
yeah,
time to come. It ain't necessarily when we want it, but it's gonna come to us when it's time for it.
Yeah, it's gonna come and you gonna feel it like I say now, like a lot of stuff just be happening in steps and baby steps. But I know when God be giving me steps, like right now, this is a step, and we're gonna be locked in forever. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's what it's
This
all about.
it's just that. It's just that. It's like who put y'all in my life? Alexis, I found this. They told me that I was gonna do an interview. I was like, but this is actually one of my first. This is like my second interview that I ever did as an artist.
Hey man, nothing wrong with that, man.
Yeah.
You got to get out there and get more exposure and do what you got to do, and you got to get your feet wet in different markets, and the only way you're going to be able to make moves and be successful is by getting uncomfortable. Everybody stays in their comfort zone, but in order to grow and expand, you got to reach outside your comfort zone.
Oh yeah, hey, and my manager, she don't got no problem with getting me out of my comfort zone. I promise you.
I salute your manager because I manage an artist, and as a manager, it is your job to shine your shoe and to kick them in the ass when they get too comfortable. Like
Yeah, and she do that often,
supposed to.
That's
She's
her
supposed
job.
to.
Yeah.
often, often. She
It's even
she stay
worse.
on me. I
This
don't,
is my nephew, so I wake you up 3 o'clock. Yo, where the video at, nigga? When you
yeah,
dropping it?
It's not a game.
yeah.
It's not a
She don't she
game.
don't play none of that. We on everything, but it's like our relationship between me and her anyway. It's like our relationship. Like she throw me the alley hoop, and I dunk it right away because you know what? I don't got no time to be playing. She tell me she give us different ideas, like she give me different content, and she want me to switch my flow. Don't stay with the same flow. Like she really mentored me and making me into to a great ass artist that I'm gonna be, that y'all gonna see.
And
She really like flipping me around, flipping me with different flows, and you wouldn't even think like my manager be, you know what I'm saying? You think a manager, all I thought a manager was, you know what I'm saying? She get me shows, this, that, but no, it's so much more than that. You have to be so much in
she gives
tune.
you shows and be like, oh, do this. Yeah, that's a lie.
Yeah, it's so much more to just being a manager. So I salute to all the managers out there too. Shout out to my manager, First Lady.
I mean, because y'all give us great
Most
hairs.
definitely.
Like, y'all really stress us out. We come home from work and then still got to deal with y'all asses. Y'all be stressing us out.
That's why I leave the
Oh
music
yeah.
to him, man. That's why I leave the music to him. I already don't have no hair to pull out, so I let him deal with the headaches of independent artist, and I stick to the sports and the politics.
Well, I used to have hair like you, Simba, but you see, that shit's gone.
That's what we here for though. That's what we here for. Just to wake y'all up every day and just be like, hey, because I literally wake my manager up every day. Hey, how you doing? We actually live together. It's funny.
Y'all artists ain't got no boundaries. Like, my nephew will call me, like, at 1 o'clock in the morning. You up?
Oh yeah. Hey.
Nigga, send the text first next time. Shit.
You know?
But that's how it is. That it shows that you hungry. It shows that you not taking taking no time off. That you take your craft and your business seriously, and that's what it's all about. There's too many folks out here that want to have the title but don't want to put the work in or put the effort in, and then wonder why they're not being successful. So you're doing everything you're supposed to do, man. Just keep on doing what you're doing.
Oh, most definitely, man. Thank you, man. I thank God that y'all seeing what I'm doing, because it was so long that ain't nobody see what I was doing, and it took people, and I had to work just for me to get any type of recognition like this. You feel me? So I just thank God for everything.
Okay. So I'm gonna tell you what I'm about to do. Cause we're speaking of artists, so I'm about to play I'm about to play one of my artists' exclusive songs, and then when we come
Uh huh.
back from that song, we're gonna I need some bars at the bar, bro. I don't care if it's 8, 16, 14, 300. We need some bars at the bar, man. It could be written, it could
Oh
be
you.
acapella, whatever. Well, it gotta be
Oh
acapella.
yeah. I got you. I got you. Say less.
All right, so we're gonna play this song, and then we'll be right back.
Bet.
Oh, by the way, this is what managers do too. When you send us music and you tell us not to play it, yeah, we play it anyway. Cause I ain't supposed to play this shit.
Uh-oh.
Man, yeah, I'm not the one.
Big Ray, let him speak, Big Ray.
Oh, you gonna get more garbage.
Big cousin.
Some niggas I
You
got
know what?
some. Bad bitch, I'm on top of one. I'm sick niggas in the cut. City and from state, it's a whole world, got a couple one. How much money you really make? I said, man, just got some. And I know these niggas hate a nigga, and they wanna make a nigga. Yeah, and they really kept the making nigga, cause I get it hard, really sick a nigga. You just make it, you know you ain't making niggas, it's like hurting your feelings, get short credit. If you never get over to you admit it, so it's all the judges and your critics. All around this bitch, I'm feeling myself. Oh no, I'm not. They tell myself. I don't know why. If you ain't doing well, I don't really need your help. Get to the straight. I want more. I want two. We on three. We on you. I want more. I want two. We on three. We on you. Do I have to retaliate? These white niggas, I'ma have to annihilate. Stand by the shit, giving out a pound of hate. Around these streets, just play real, but we gon' have to validate. Truth be my last way. Can't lay my street cred. Nigga, I'm not celebrate. Learn to that bullshit, so blowing all my allergies. Give a fuck about what it say. When times money, yeah, I relate. Winning now, I wanna dominate. The same niggas I'm posting. I'm the guest reason I concentrate. Last day, no complicate. No president, no nominate. Like in the end, it been watch face. Spend all I need. Most of y'all get the conference by the end of next year. Should have spent the work on it. See, you the prayers that rain down. And that's what you gon' concept. See, X ain't never sold it in front of me. Walk around, get smoked if you ever give me a reason. I don't break change, don't make change even with the season. So leave 'em. Walk around this bitch, I'm feeling myself. Oh no, I'm not. Ain't doing myself. I don't know why. If you ain't doing well, I don't really need your help. Get to the straight. I want one. I want two. We on three. We on you. I want one. I want two. We on three. We on you.
And that's what happens when you send a song and tell me don't play it, and I'm your manager.
It's
I play
gonna
it anyway.
get played.
Tell him he need to send me some unreleased.
Hey man, you got to get the music out there. She might not like it, but hey, it's more exposure for a new track that was never happened, man. I think
Yeah.
here so far, like I said, I'm not really a fan of this new rap, but I gotta say I might gotta check out some of your tracks. I gotta get them to forward to me. I might throw them on my show too.
um,
Most definitely.
definitely, definitely. So we gotta get to these bars, son.
Oh, stay right here. Hey, can you hear me?
I need you to be a little bit louder.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you now.
Alright. I come from like Aiko, ain't niggas be faking, your like will be taken, don't get it mistaken. Look at the money that Simba is making, they got me locked up, but young nigga be patient. Praying to Jesus was hanging with Satan. The road mama, she told me I made it. PTSD got a young nigga shaking, you look at my heart and it's filled with that hatred. I beat on my chest like a gorilla. Difference between me and you, I am just real. I'm selling that gas, back to but tell me to get them, then I'm a zipper. Man, I'm wearing designer, got Gucci slippers, and they hungry for money, don't fuck with strippers. Fuck from the front and I suck your nipples. Some of that nigga is plain and simple. You feel me? That's just something slight.
All
You
right.
know what I'm saying?
Nigga, what did you
Yeah.
mean when you said that? There was a lot of fucking words, dog.
Yeah, he got some spit, man. He definitely got to get him up here to the DMV, man. He got some spit. I think I like this young cat.
Oh my
Yeah.
young dude.
I like a young
A young
artist,
dude
man.
named Simba.
Hey man, I
You
get
call him a
yeah.
young cat.
Most definitely.
Hey man, it just
Appreciate
automatically
it, man.
fits, man. So yeah, definitely, man. You got to get up here to the DMV, man, because I
Uh,
Most definitely.
like
I'm gonna
this
get
too.
all I'm
it's
gonna
just,
get all y'all information.
are your singles on all digital platforms? Is it on Spotify,
All
Amazon,
on all digital.
or where
Yes,
can they
it's
find your music
every.
at?
It's on everything. It's on all platforms. Everything that you look up, you search Baby Simba, it's gonna be the first name that come up.
All right, that's a bet. I'll make sure I go check out some of your tracks now, man. When we get off there.
Most definitely. And you hit me up on Instagram. I got some crazy unreleased.
All right.
You on? Definitely.
Oh, oh yeah, I got some crazy unreleased.
It was because your manager, I added your manager on my Facebook, and once my video renders, I'm gonna send the link to this video to you.
Oh, most definitely. Yeah,
And
I'm gonna need that.
I got
Appreciate it,
you.
man.
it'll be I'll chop it up, and it'll be on IGTV like tomorrow sometime and stuff. But I'll tag you and all that good shit.
Appreciate it, man. Hey, and y'all keep me updated on everything, man. And I want to shout out to Loyalty Records. That's my record. That's my record label. Me and my manager.
Bet, bet.
Me, that's me and my producer. It's me, my producer, and my manager. That's us. Loyalty Gang. Shout out to them.
Definitely, y'all got a good team. Y'all got a good team.
Yeah, man, keep doing what you're
Appreciate
doing,
it, man.
bro.
And shout your manager out one more time, man, cause she putting.
Man, shout out the first lady, man. You already know what's going on. That's the woman that make everything go on, man. She's the brains. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just the arms that's going on with it. You know what I'm saying? She the backbone of everything that's going on right now. I just want to say shout out her again and appreciate it. Thank you.
And shout out to Alexis from Limelight Management. Limelight,
Oh yeah, most definitely.
they
And she's
she
a
puts this together
big
for
help.
me, reaching out to
Yes,
different
Lord.
artists and stuff. And I love when when we get young, hungry people that they got a movement behind them, and we gonna grow when they grow.
Yes, sir.
And also shout out to Limelight Management too because she also be helping us and pointing us different directions like this right here. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I just want to say thank you to her too.
And I want to tell people this too. This is what people forget. You can have your own. You can have your own movement, but you got to network with other people. And in order for
Got
your
to.
movement to be successful, you got to help other people be successful. This is why this is like people get stuck on the crab in the barrel mentality. But if you're helping, if she's helping me be successful and helping you be successful, it makes her gain more success. That's really how CEOs and Fortune 500 companies do it.
Business is business. You got to network. You got to politic. You got to communicate. Because you can have
Got to.
yeah, you can have your circle, but that's still your circle. The world is bigger than your circle, so you gotta have those folks that's on your team that's reaching out to different avenues, different ventures that's going to get you in different demographics that wouldn't normally hear your stuff just because of the circle that you keep. So I was gonna say you're in a good position. Keep grinding, keep doing what you're doing, keep improving your craft, and the sky's the limit, baby.
Definitely, definitely, definitely. And
Appreciate it.
we look at are you dropping a full fledged EP anytime soon?
Well, we're gonna call it a mixtape, but at the beginning of the year, I'm gonna drop a mixtape, and I say in the middle of the year, I'm gonna drop an album.
Oh, so what you're telling me that you'll be coming back here two more times in the next 6 months.
Yeah,
Okay,
I'll
do
be
that.
I'll be right back to back,
We just got
back to back by next year.
so we know we could definitely do that.
But this year the goal is because my manager just told me she just came back. So the goal is for this next year I am gonna be probably releasing 40 songs,
Well, look,
60 songs probably this next year coming up just because we want nothing but 40, 60 songs and probably like I say about
if you want
I add some videos.
want to feel froggy and come on down to the DMV and be live in the studio, it's an even better experience because if you catch us on a sunny day, we'll grill and barbecue and podcast at the same
Sure
time.
you do, baby. Girl and chill
Oh,
podcast.
we most definitely we jumpy now. We real jumpy now. We don't mess with no frogs, but we real jumpy. We get to moving real quick.
All right.
We do that now. We get around now because that's actually what we about to start doing is moving around now. We've been sitting in one place and just been working and just been building up music, but now it's time for us to get on out there. So you know what I'm saying? And I'm 18. I have time. I just been working, man. That's it.
All right, let me give you I gotta give a quick shout out to my daughter that's actually watching. Shout out to Tanisha. I love you, and I love my little badass grandkid Turtle. And since you're watching, just want to say I love both.
Most definitely.
Oh man, we got a little storm coming through on this side of town. We did say that we were supposed to give a weather report earlier. So there's a tornado watching out in Anne Arundel County. Anybody out there
Oh,
being safe? We got rainstorms coming in right now in Virginia. So everybody, hope everybody out there safe and not out
oh
there doing
yeah,
stupid stuff.
No, don't be speeding. Don't be
Oh
trying to hide your plane. Please don't. Please,
yeah.
to any of y'all niggas that watch Fast and Furious on Netflix last night,
y'all not
this is not the night
that.
to do your Paul Walker. and you become a
Or
walker.
you will be a pole walker
Yeah,
reenacting
exactly,
out this bitch.
exactly.
Oh man.
All right, baby. So we're not gonna keep you because we're gonna about to talk a little politics and some real stuff, and
I got.
insult a couple more people before I get off the air.
Yeah, we gotta insult a
Oh
couple
yeah,
more.
I'm about to be watching live, so I'm here. And I also want to say to all the people that's going through anything with the weather, I just want to say I'm praying for them, and I hope everything gonna be all right.
Hey man, appreciate it, man. Yeah, it's been some crazy weather around here lately, but yeah, gotta stay safe and be safe and don't tell me this crazy weather, man.
Ain't no telling, for real, for real. Peace out, y'all, man. Thank you.
All
All
right,
right,
man. Have a
bet.
good night, bro.
You too.
I'm gonna play a quick video. What video am I gonna play? Oh, we're gonna play Champ. Champ beat his video from yesterday, and then we're gonna come back and we're gonna talk some stuff because I still gotta ask the question that no cop really wants to hear right now.
A couple of questions.
This nigga never answer the phone, bro. Shit.
What's up, baby?
Wrong, bro. What's the word?
Hey, bro, check it out. Should I wear the blicky with these? Or, hold on.
Bro. Bro.
Or should I wear the AR with these?
That's why you ain't answer the phone, bro.
Hey. Hold.
Bro, can we go, bro? Your ass tripping, bro.
Fuck it. I'm gonna just wear these. Let's go.
I don't do no dapping, no rapping with your niggas. The day I cut my nigga off, my pockets got on bigger. Don't trust none of these hoes, they like COVID, they might get you. When I'm on the go, can't forget my strap and swisher. Can't forget my pole. When I run solo, I can't forget my pole. When I run solo, no. She ain't never seen a nigga get fly as me. I mean, honestly, gotta keep my pole, cause I know niggas wanna body me. This music shit can't easy. I grew up damn near a prodigy. And Mac just hit my phone, he said he proud of me. Lil' bitch, you stay be tripping, coming up with these analogies. It's either me or him up in these streets, that's how it gotta be. With your close friends, gotta keep that booty on. Fuck nigga ain't stopping me. So strap the slide solo, how I'm riding, yeah. I don't do no dapping, no rapping with your niggas. The day I cut my nigga off, my pockets got on bigger. Don't trust none of these hoes, they like COVID, they might get you. When I'm on the go, can't forget my strap and swisher. Can't forget my pole. When I run solo, I can't forget my pole. When I run solo, no, cut my dog off, he a rolling. Like a baby daddy stomach, both my pocket poking. 24, now you know the gas stove open. A bitch can't get a penny or a dime if I ain't stroking. Niggas hate for no reason, so through every season I keep the heater. She say she love me, but I ain't no family, gotta go find Peter. My OG so gangster, my nigga still using a beeper. How you wishing that on me? You ain't know that I'm the reaper. I keep that pole on me. I keep that pole on me. Yeah, I keep that pole on me. I don't do no dapping, no rapping with your niggas. The day I cut my nigga off, my pockets got on bigger. Don't trust none of these hoes, they like COVID, they might get you. When I'm on the go, can't forget my strap and swisher. Can't forget my pole. When I run solo, I can't forget my pole. When I run solo, no.
Right. Right. If you ain't a boss, switch your position. They hating me on the low. I cannot listen. I pack your bag if you trippin'. I got me your superstition that you been looking for ways. Get me up off this mission. My grandma told me, boy, watch what you pitching. You stay safe at the base and not what you whipping. They just all in my business. Scotty knows just what a pippin'. Flow like I be rapping, tiptoeing J's when I'm riffing. They say I be hot, but I think I'm sizzling. Surgically put on the clinic, spit it out just to a dentist. Try to do me some good, but they say I'm a menace. We back and forth like it's tennis, and I can't mold out my image. But we can't really change what you already felt, and nobody can say we never did help, never did it to mention. So let's calm all the tension. Let's just show you what's real and just get back to this business, you know. Trying to make a flip up off a quarter P. This is what it is and what it's supposed to be. I've been right here if you ain't noticed me. It's them Southside squad niggas for the D. We been right here if you ain't noticed me. We been right here if you ain't noticed me. We been right here if you ain't noticed me. We been right here if you ain't noticed me. A rapper step up to me. That be a no-no, I be deaf cause they so-so, WWE. I got the game in a chokehold, stamp it just like a logo. Just keep it on the low-low, they like I'm back on my mojo. Man, I still be great, either riding or solo. Used to bag up them Cinco's, just to make back that Ocho. Going into OT, when I was loving that Coco. Spit it all on some promo, I'm talking tables and photos. Dying for what I love, I forgot about the Toto. Don't become a D-Rust, that mean you breaking the bro code. Man, all of these threats, I might just buy me a fofo. Try and get all of these checks, so I don't see you just no more. Man, you rapping ass niggas, I see you done change. Even when I touch my first million, I stay the same. You can't deliver the no. Fuck this game like a porno. They hearing this like, oh no, ain't from DC, but he go. Trying to make a flip up off a quarter P. This is what it is and what it's supposed to be. I've been right here if you ain't noticed me. It's them Southside squad niggas 40 deep. We been right here if you ain't noticed me. We been right here if you ain't noticed me. We been right here if you ain't noticed me. We been right here if you ain't noticed me.
Boy, oh boy. Another track by Renegade. Make sure you go check it out. YouTube channel Renegade 703.
Yep. So, the question I gotta ask is, have they arrested the cops that shot Breonna Taylor?
Nah, but they're trying to change the narrative of the whole situation. If you haven't seen recently, the cops still haven't been indicted, even, charges brought or anything. But her apparent ex-boyfriend that was, I guess deep in the drug game.
Yeah, they tried to get him to say
that she was
a drug mule or
yeah.
something stupid.
But my thing is, what does that have to do with her getting shot in her own bed on a bad no-knock warrant on somebody that was already locked up?
It's crazy. Well, look, the reality is this. If you black and you looking for justice, you ain't gonna find it. And it's been that way. Like I said, we can go all the way back to when I was in, I forgot what grade I was in, but we talk about Bernard Getz. And I remember hearing this, and I was in like elementary school. And I remember I watched the documentary on Netflix. Like, he literally shot. He was crazy. And he was on a New York train, who don't know. He was on a New York train joint, and he shot like 4 or 5 kids in the back.
Wow.
because he thought they were going to rob him. He just thought, and he was clearly crazy, and he got zero time. Like, it's sad that we look in an era that when black people finally get justice, you like, wow, because we don't get it.
I mean,
You know, it's you go to the situation where, I can't breathe with Eric Garner. You go to the Oscar Grant situation. We go to the Mike Brown situation. Like, if I was a teenager growing up over the last 10 years, I'd be fucking terrified to turn 18. Hell, I'd be terrified to turn 15 at this point.
terrified to
Like,
walk
you
down the
be,
street.
like, you safe. The only time you safe is when you two.
And that's if you cute. If you ain't cute, you still, never know what might happen. And unfortunately, I've said it over and over again. For some reason, black folks are perceived threats from birth. And
Well,
no matter the justification or what happens or how we get killed, it's always an excuse or there's always some supposed justification
so,
for it.
so we can talk about that real quick. Is what fucked us up was, I'm a little bit loud. So what fucked us up was this. So back when the Rodney King, not Rodney King, Reginald Denny's, and how they got the black people off was basically it was that I'm an angry black man charge. So they beat the truck driver up. That's why he was riding his truck on the rides.
Yeah.
They pulled him out of the truck and they fucked him up. And their defense was I'm an angry black man. And 20 years later, that defense has still been haunting us because they perceive all black men as being angry. And and we are angry because when I look on TV, I can name 5 good TV dads and 3,700 drug dealers
I
or
spoke.
thugs or
I,
bums or crackheads. You can only name 5 good TV black dads. Period.
that's not even at the same time.
Yeah.
So I mean, but
So
it's frustrating, it's irritating, but it is. It's been like you said, it's been instilled so long that it's really putting the band-aid on a broken leg to try to address it until folks want to acknowledge it. Because like you said,
what the thing,
95, 96 was the Rodney King beating
but
on tape, and you still have some folks in 2020 that don't believe in police brutality.
but the thing about it was is that when we took that defense and oh yeah, I'm an angry black man. We're all angry black men, and then we start getting killed. We're like, oh, we're not all angry black men.
It's
Because when you going in your house and these officers basically shoot you while you trying to open your door, he wasn't angry. Like, it's so many instances where they're not angry, but we're getting shot, but that's how they perceived us.
true, and it's also the way you carry yourself when you are in those situations. And that's one of the things that I try to talk to younger folks about because, like I said, I've been on both sides of it. I've been harassed, I've been taken for rides and had my ass beat. I've been locked up for a dumb charge and supposedly lost in the system for a whole weekend. But I've also sat across the table and ate dinner from cops because my mother was a civilian that worked for the police department.
But
So,
we gotta play devil's advocate because there's been motherfuckers that put their hands up and they still got shot too.
yeah, true.
Like the dude in was in Florida. They shot him, and while he was being eats out, yo, you're being taped. My fiance's there. My baby's in the back seat, and they still fucking shot him.
Yeah, it's some sad cases of escalation from the police department, but I mean in those situations, well, we addressed that with the police shortage in the early 2000s and KKK putting the referendum out, telling their brothers to join the force. And as I said before, I feel like that's what we're seeing now. Most of those true colors coming out after they spent years on the force. They're killing minorities, black, Spanish, whatever, and they're using that I fear for my life defense. And I just
Well, I don't even think it's that. To be honest, I mean, beating black men ain't nothing new. Even before
oh
there was a
nah, oh
even
nah.
before a police shortage, like beating up a nigga to them was just beating up a nigga. That was a sport.
Yeah, but now it's more blatant. Like you said, you have folks with their hands up,
Yeah,
and they're still getting 5, 6 bullets put in them, and they're
it,
still saying they fear for their life.
yeah, exactly.
And like I said, it's a deeper issue. It's a systematic issue because I went over this over and over again. If the police, if the DA starts charging the police for doing wrong, the police are the ones that helps the DA make the cases. So therefore, if the word gets out to the thin blue line that this prosecutor is going against so-called good cops that's in a bad situation or whatever, they're going to stop doing their job for them, and then that prosecutor's out of there, and some other prosecutor's going to come in that's going to cover their ass. So it's the whole process of basically folks just trying to keep a job, not cause any waves because they know the political and the racial systematic system that's set up is not for them to do right. It's just for them to get a winning percentage of locking people up. And that's not justice. That's just capitalism and, I guess the American way. Because you got the private prisons that's giving kickbacks to politicians to send folks to these places because the correctional facilities are overcrowded. So it's all about the money. It's all about the American capitalist machine, and it's just feeding in a different way, but it's still doing the same thing it's been doing since the founding of this country.
I mean, is the thing about it is defunding the police the actual answer?
Well, that defunding the police movement, I'm not real familiar with it. I don't agree with it. I feel like what they've explained is when they say defunding, they're saying defunding some of the programs that they have that are uh, aiding in these cops having these situations or this mentality, and start giving programs to racial sensitivity, community training, because one of the main issues is most of these cops don't live in the areas they patrol, and they look at it as a job. Like when you see a real good police officer, he's out there interacting with the community. He knows the folks. He's not just out there when somebody calls 911. He's out there being a community servant and trying to get to know folks. That's one of the things that we've been trying to coordinate, a community event where we have the police and the community come together and just talk, because all of these prejudices and stuff we see on TV, we can't label all cops as bad, just like all cops can't label all black people as bad.
But we don't. I don't label all cops as bad, but I do label. I do think the blue wall of silence is one of the biggest things that need to be broken.
Oh, they're the biggest gang in the world, man.
Exactly, and the thing is, when we talk gangbanger mentality, like the boys in blues, they way bigger than the Crips.
Yeah, they don't play.
And
they got armored vehicles from the military now.
Yeah, so I think that those are some of the issues that we got to deal with, and then also, I mean, like mental evaluation and mental cycles of what some of these people, their real agendas are.
Well, that's the thing, that they don't do psychological evaluations for these cops anymore, and that's crazy, because you have. Again, I ain't got no exes calling me enough.
Hello.
Hey, Joaquin.
Yeah.
Hey, Joaquin. This is Leon. I was chiming in. Leon Taylor. I was listening to the podcast.
You gotta speak up, dog.
You sound low.
You're very low.
You sound very low.
On a pole.
And I ain't got.
It might be my phone.
Say now.
Can you not hear me? Hello.
Speak up. Are you on speakerphone?
I'm on speaker now.
Yeah, take that shit off.
I wasn't on speaker at first.
Alright.
I can hear you a little bit better.
Who we got on?
Alright. This is I'm Leon Taylor, aka Sonic Chronic, producer in the DMV. I was calling to chime in on the topic that you were speaking on about the police brutality and defunding the police. I thought that it was a really serious topic, and one of the things that the Black Lives Matter movement and a lot of people are talking about that are in like disarray, because it's like everyone's kind of like not on the same page when it comes to the matter of the police. Some people want to break down the police shouldn't exist. Other people want to reform the police, and trying to figure out which one is the best answer. When I hear defunding the police, much like you said, Rakeem, I think of making sure that the money that's being given to the police for them to have all this militarized weaponry goes to social programs that actually help the community. There's no need for the damn police to walk around like we're in Baghdad. Like, we're not Baghdad. This is not the situation that you want to portray to cops, because that kind of mentality and armor and equipment and funding also affects how they're trained. If you train somebody thinking that they're going into a militarized zone, that's what they're going to have. That's the mentality they're going to have. Point blank, period. And If we defund them and actually train them on de-escalating situations like we've seen, it's not like we haven't seen the shit. We haven't seen them wrestle down an alligator without killing it, or dealing with armed white Americans without killing them. Not everyone got to get killed, as some situations have been shown in the past. So when we talk about defunding the police, we really just mean shift some of that money so that you don't have to de-escalate the situation. If there's more programs in the community to not even make it so that you don't, as a police officer, have to put yourself in a situation where you have to de-escalate a situation that you don't know how to, um, then I think that that's the best move that we have to make sure that a lot of people, black or Hispanic, minorities, whoever, don't have run-ins with the police that they don't need to have.
That's a very valid point. That's what I think that defund, when they say defund, I think they're thinking more of reform and, restructuring and putting dollars into more programs to get the police officers more community minded and not, like you said, they're walking around in Baghdad. But you also have to remember the government did that also, selling these military equipments to the police departments to make money for the war, to, for the country or whatever. So they had that mentality. Some of them are folks that didn't make the military and decided to go into this police force, some for good reasons, some for bad. But like you said, it's all about knowing the community and going out there and, actually interacting and learning the folks that you're supposed to be
Absolutely.
protecting. And unfortunately, like I was saying, they most of them don't live in the areas they patrol, and they already have a preconceived notion because of either the old guard that's been in there that's told them, oh, you got to watch out for this or watch out for that, and they're already their perspective is already skewed, or they already have that mentality anyway, whereas us against them, and they're going to have that escalated attitude anyway because they felt like they were disrespected. And
Well,
just
yeah.
just to end it on this note real quick, I've had more racial situations with black cops than I have with white cops. The white cops, when I've got pulled over,
Absolutely.
has actually given me tips and how to beat the charge when I went to court. But the black guys
Hmm.
then escalated it and called for backup out there 7 deep and got me pressed out with handcuffs on with my face on the hood at 12 o'clock in the afternoon with the engine running on a summer day. So it's you really can't just say it's a white black thing. It's a cop thing, and that's what I think the message is getting lost in some of this movement.
Well, it's one of those
No,
things.
no, I agree. I agree. It's the training.
Wait,
It's a lot of the training.
wait a minute, Leonard. Let me tell you, it's one of those situations like this. People, when you should be de-escalating the situation, you can't de-escalate the situation by telling me shut the fuck up. Period. Because one, I'm a man at the end of the day. Whether I'm black, brown, green, purple, orange, I'm a man. So
Right.
whether you got your gun, your badge, your Thundercat sword, whatever the fuck you got in your pocket, at the end of the day, if you're telling me, yo, just sit down and shut the, I'm probably not gonna sit down and shut the fuck up.
Mhm.
Been there. That
Because at the end of the day, I'm human. So if you
Right.
trigger me, and yes, if you tell me sit down and shut the fuck up like I'm a kid, you're gonna trigger me. It's going to be a confrontation.
Yeah.
That's not when your words de-escalate the situation.
Right.
Like when I want to piss somebody off, the first thing I do is tell them shut the fuck up,
Absolutely.
and it's meant to be disrespectful. I
Hmm.
don't tell my nephew shut the fuck up. He's two, because he's a baby. It's not meant to. I tell a grown man to do it when I feel like we have a confrontation and I don't want to hear what they got to say. So when someone does it, it's meant to be that way.
and that's the catch
Right.
to the situation. Excuse me, because they know by saying that it's going to elicit a certain response. And
Exactly.
Yes. Absolutely.
this is where, in my experience with being pulled over multiple times in my previous life when I wasn't, doing so much of the straight and arrow stuff, I
Oh
would
Lord,
use.
he just confessed to a crime on.
I'm
He just
just
confessed to a crime on
allegedly,
The
allegedly.
show is over, y'all. We won't be back tomorrow or Sunday.
So I used to use that against them because when they would try to escalate it and say certain things that supposedly trigger me, I would go on to, excuse the expression, super white guy mode. And I would make sure I didn't have bass in my voice and I yes sir, no sir to death. Because the one thing that resonated in my head that my mother told me by working with the police force is a bunch of them are just a bunch of stupid motherfuckers with guns. And in that situation, when you're getting pulled over, No matter what goes down, no matter what gets said, they're going to be looked at as in the right because they're the officers serving the law. So, as I've informed and told folks before, if you're in those situations, just try to chill, keep your mouth shut, and once he gives you the ticket, ask for his badge number. He has to give it to you, and go file harassment charges. I've done it. It's worked. So there are ways in the system to use it, but you have to realize if they're using those catchphrases and those trigger words, what they're trying to do. And that's the one thing I pride myself is I'm never going to allow somebody to push my buttons because they know a certain word or a certain phrase is going to elicit a certain response from me and it's going to go the way they want it to go. So that's the mentality that I take when I'm in those situations. I've been pulled over dozens of times. And I know how to handle myself and I know how to keep it cool. And when I get one of those asshole cops that wants to escalate it, I just play super nice guy. And if it doesn't continue to go my way, you also have the right to ask for their supervisor to come on the scene. If you don't feel like you're being treated properly or fairly, you have
Right.
your camera phone in your pocket. You can use that. And if you feel like you're being, mistreated or harassed, ask for their supervisor to come out to the scene. They have to do that.
I actually learned some stuff. Thank you for that. I didn't know that, but I actually learned some stuff from the video I had watched yesterday. I don't know if you guys have seen it yet, with the young lady who was a federal officer who got pulled over by the police,
Uh
and she was talking about her situation while she was down in, I think, Atlanta,
huh. Uh huh.
and how she felt like if she didn't have her uniform on, they would have killed her
Wow.
because they were looking for drugs and didn't find drugs, and because she looked like a man from the outside, they kind of assumed that she was. And she had the blonde hair and was like, yeah, it's okay. We're going to look for her. We're going to talk to this person right here, see if we can get some drugs. There were no drugs. And they pretty much gave her a ticket saying that she was pursuing or driving too close to somebody else. Pretty much the equivalent of jaywalking in a car.
Yeah.
Like, like that's not something you typically get a ticket for. They gave her a ticket to give her a ticket as an excuse to stop her. But once they realized that she was a federal officer, they harassed her, said, "Oh, you must think you special," and this, that, and the other, some other shit. It was just a mess. It was a mess. I don't know if you've seen the video. It was on World Star. It kind of hit my timeline yesterday. So I just thought I'd share that because it's not easy. Like she said that I'm a Black Lives Matter person first before I'm even
Long time ago.
a Blue Lives Matter, because apparently my life don't mean nothing if I don't have the uniform on. It's pretty much what she was told in the situation.
But that's the reality.
It's sad, and I don't know if you guys saw the viral video that went maybe about 6 months ago with the ex cop that got pulled over by a cop, and he actually had his weapon on him that he had a permit for. I actually know the guy. We're in the process of trying to get him on here, but his video went viral talking about the whole experience and how he noticed how the cop was phrasing things, trying to get him in a situation that could endanger his life, and he wouldn't do it. And he was trying to
Wow.
explain to him that I'm an ex-cop. I have my weapon right here. I have another weapon above me that's all permits and everything. And he just kept trying to press the situation. And unfortunately, it does. That's the thing with the thin blue line and with the black cops, that the trouble that they face because they're not black enough to be in the hood and they're not blue enough to be considered a cop by their peers. So I kind of get upset when folks,
What are they, a Smurf?
I don't know that's pretty much the way they're probably looked at as a damn smurf. They're not looked at as a black man in the hood because they're a cop and then locking up their own people and working for the white man. And then for the police department, they're always going to be Leroy or J Rock from the hood that's just trying to, he
I
just
mean,
wants a
nigga, if you work
paycheck.
at McDonald's, you work for the white man, so it'll make a difference.
Oh man, don't even get me started on that conversation. That's another whole hour with some of these folks. But
Oh man.
it's a complicated situation, and that's the thing that kind of upsets me is that folks are trying to make it a black and white issue and make it a simple, cut and dry, and there's so many different layers to it that no one is really speaking about, and it just gets lost in the noise because everybody just wants to yell back and forth, and it's honestly exhausting that folks are more concerned about being right than doing right, and I feel like that's
Yeah,
what's going on
absolutely.
in this country right now.
Well, don't get me wrong. I will say that it is more than just a black and white issue, but there really can't be no denying the root of it when it comes to even the black cops that arrest their own people, because the reality is that when they get into these positions, they're already outcasts. So they already kind of have to go above and beyond to show that, hey, I'm not going to go easy on people just because X, Y, and Z. What I won't do, though, is go into my neighborhood and start shooting black folk or the people in my community simply because I know how to de-escalate a situation. We had that conversation actually, I don't know if it was with Hakeem or not, but I remember having a conversation last year about this, about how a lot of the officers in D.C. specifically.
On Facebook,
Uh-oh.
what
They
is?
about to knock the door down. Oh, they got him. They about to knock the door down.
Nah, I'm just
If the
playing.
broadcast gets cut off abruptly, you know what happened.
They gonna know it's me because it was on Facebook. I'll say it says Raheem.
Oh, yeah, true. I'm already in jail,
No,
so I'm good
but
right now.
it was more or less like we were talking about how we don't have too many instances like they have in like Atlanta, Florida, and all those places where police are like just shooting people in our area, because a lot of times in DC, the people who are policing live in those communities. With the exception of the few that come from Virginia who don't know how to do it.
We have to change that narrative because it has been happening in DC.
Yeah, actually.
Yeah, no, I was going to say that. I was going to say it doesn't really happen, but it has. It had just happened recently, actually. And I was looking at the body cam footage today, actually this morning, and saw the whole ordeal. And I kind of feel some type of way about it, but at the same time, I'm like, okay, so he did have the weapon, but I don't know if he did. I don't know if he was trying to shoot him or if he was trying to throw the gun away or what. Like, I'm not really sure. The reality is that he was definitely running away. He definitely wasn't running away to pull out the gun and shoot him. It definitely looked like he was running away.
So here's the biggest myth that and this was told by me who and I said it plenty of times. It was told me by someone who dated a cop. My boy told me one day, he was like, yeah, police, they're not trained to shoot the wound. They're trained to shoot to kill.
Mm-hmm.
The biggest mistake, because people watch television, and you'll see a TV show or a movie, and you think cops shoot to wound. They don't. They shoot to kill.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And we have to have that. Man, you have when you're faced with a situation like that, and a cop has to go for his gun. And I'm not just the cop shooting people, by the way. But no,
Right.
if they draw that weapon is not to shoot you in your shoulder.
Well, in certain situations, see that's where
It's not in certain situations.
Yeah, that's where it gets tricky.
They are trained to shoot to kill.
Yeah, they are trained to kill, but they're also in a situation where if they trained to kill, if they feel fear for their life, if they don't feel for their life, they are supposed to shoot to wound to disable you, so you cannot use your vehicle. Use your weapon. Now, granted,
That
most
has
of
changed.
most of them shoot to kill because they don't want to feel like if they shoot them, they can still get a shot off. Boom, boom, boom. But we've seen in some of these occasions with the non-minorities, the white folks that get in these situations where I've actually seen a white guy have a knife, the cop have his gun drawn, and about they're 10 feet apart, and then the white guy actually walks up on him swinging the knife, and the cop does absolutely nothing. The guy gets in his truck, just with the narrative with Jacob Bailey that he was reaching for a knife or whatever, and he got 7 shots in his back. This guy had a knife in his hand, went to his truck and reached in, could have had a gun, could have had something else, and the cop did absolutely nothing.
But he was not a black man.
Exactly. That's the only difference.
So that goes by what I'm saying when I say they are trained to shoot to kill, and they will exercise that right predominantly on black people.
Yes, sir.
And
I was going to say, because I don't really hear too many. Like, I'll hear people getting.
Go ahead.
I was going to say, I hear the black police arresting black people in the community. There's no doubt about that. But you don't really hear about them actually just outright killing them. They'll de-escalate the situation before it even comes to that, unless they have to. Whereas some people, that's like the first response. That's it. I don't know how to deal with this. I'm from Virginia. He's talking loud. I'm not used. I can't tell that if it's him talking loud is actually just how he talks. He actually doesn't have an attitude. You just met me. You don't know I have an attitude or not. But regardless, I'm fearing for my life because I don't know what your intention is, because you're loud or black or whatever the case may be, or whatever stereotype in that moment that I believe will justify me or justify my phobia of you, you know? And that's the reality that I've seen anyway.
Yeah, that's the one thing that kind of bugs me about the I had fear for my life scenario. You signed up to be a cop. You know what comes with the territory. So if
Absolutely.
you're trained properly, which most of them are, because most of them only get trained for 6 months. I mean, for a
Right.
lawyer, a doctor, you got to go 8, 10 years. Don't you think it should be a little bit longer for somebody that's supposed to be,
Oh,
protecting us?
absolutely.
And it's just mind numbing the thought process and the lack of processes that it is for someone to become a cop. Like I said, they don't even do psychological evaluations anymore, and they have 6 months of training crammed in and then put into a neighborhood that they know nothing about and can only go from
Hmm.
the old timers to tell them all the horror stories of when they used to run that beat or whatever. So that's when I say with the defunding, I'm looking at it more as an educational tool for the guys that's on the job and a new process for the guys coming onto the job. Just like we see in the NFL with tackling, how they've changed, for the concussion protocol, how they're training and trying to, improve tackling so it's not as many helmet to helmet
Right.
incidents for the cause concussions. Same thing could be done for the police department, trying to get these folks that can be change their perspective, that have that ability to. Some of them aren't going to be able to. So it's going to be so deeply ingrained in them, they're not going to be able to relate to whatever they're trying to teach them because stubbornness or whatever you want to call it. But you have to weed those folks out, and that's where I believe the psychological evaluations come in because you can front all you want out in front of everybody, but when you're in a one-on-one environment, getting certain questions asked to you, your mannerisms, your words, and everything come into play, and you can't hide those feelings, when you're sitting with someone that's trained to pick up on all the signals. So I feel like that would be the first major step to helping the situation is if they have to change the guidelines and the requirements to be a police officer.
Well,
Absolutely.
they need to bring back mental evaluation. I mean, it's trigger
Yep.
words. Like a trigger word is just as deadly as a bullet.
Hmm.
I know I can piss you off by saying these things, calling you boy, calling you this, and there's no accountability for them. So
Nope.
if they on a, even if they're on the video cam and they're belittling you, and so what happens? Because those words are just as powerful as a bullet. He calling you boy, he calling you nigga, he's telling you to shut the fuck up when you ain't even being loud. He's doing all these things. So what is the consequences? Because the thing about it is if there's no consequences for him, and he just goes home and goes to sleep with his family while I'm sitting in a cell for being an angry black man, that's a problem.
Yep.
Deep problem goes to the
You know,
police unions and all of that stuff that they defend them.
I mean, and like at that time, I'm sitting in jail. I don't give a fuck about a police union. I just know I'm away from my family. And then if I've never been to jail, now I'm in an uncomfortable environment. You know,
Yep.
the sad thing about jail is jail doesn't reform criminals. It just makes you a better criminal.
It did no, it doesn't. Not us, not ours. Now in other countries it might, but our country it doesn't. The prison conditions in other countries is ridiculously better than ours.
Well,
Like they're not.
one because my brother just came from this situation. When he was locked up when he was younger, it was a collect call and putting money on his books. Jail,
Yep.
going to jail now is like there's apps, and then they hold his money. So then you sending them money, then you gotta call 3 times and then get the money finally placed on his books. There's there's apps for him to get
Wow.
music. There's apps for him to get shoes. There's apps for everything.
Dang.
And then because it's a big business.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
They're making stuff that they sell for hundreds of dollars while these niggas is getting paid 10 cents an hour.
Man, that is a whole other conversation, man. I'm trying to tell you. They just don't know.
You know,
They don't know.
It,
All these jobs are not going to China. Now, all these jobs going to China because we got China right here in our backyard. People just don't know about it.
like real talk, real talk. Michael Jordan,
He
for
brought
you
up
Jordan
MJ.
wearers, for y'all Jordan wearers, long as Jordan is y'all assholes.
yeah, I never.
Michael Jordan owns stock in jails.
Hmm.
We talk about him being a billionaire. Yeah, y'all dumb motherfuckers go get the same Jordans that came out in '88,
That
like a whole bunch of sheets.
that was
But understand, he gets paid off of jail for when every time one of y'all go to a private jail that is owned by his corporation. Cha-ching.
that was actually proven as false. There is a guy named Michael Jordan that has stock, but it's not the Michael Jordan
No, no,
basketball
that
player.
Michael
Yeah,
Jordan is part of
it's not that Michael Jordan.
It's
I
one
was just
guy.
about to
and
say
also
that. We
he's
found
part
that
of the
out.
prison joint too.
The
He's
fact
all
checker that I saw said that that came up as false. That Jordan isn't.
he's been part of that. A lot of people have invested in. I know other people
But
that
there are other
have
ones, yes.
invested in
There are other companies.
prisons.
Like I said, the article that I saw said that was false. It was fact checked to be false. From I remember it was about a year ago when I was having a deep discussion with somebody about it, and they brought it up and actually showed me the link that it was actually false. And that's just a narrative that's been pushed, and somebody hasn't really spoke up and said that it's not true.
If it was not true, then why he hadn't even spoke up and said it then?
Jordan don't give a fuck.
No, if it was anybody's other reputation, I can guarantee if it was Magic Johnson reputation, they were saying
Jordan isn't
you.
Johnson. Jordan don't. Jordan is a
So
dude that
no,
just
because
want to make
we're
money.
defending him on which I believe it to be true because he doesn't give a fuck about black
Yeah,
people.
he don't give a fuck about nobody. Jordan gives a fuck about his money and his legacy. So he's
So
not he can give a fuck what anybody thinks about him or what anybody says about him in the social media circles or whatever. Jordan doesn't even give a fuck.
so I'm pretty sure it is true. That's my opinion. That's
Oh
how I'm
yeah,
gonna
we can
feel
definitely
about
check
it.
it out. Like I said, if I see if I can find the link that I had before.
I was actually looking for something myself because there was a list. There was a documentary I was watching about that. I think it was the Third Amendment or something like that. It was a Netflix documentary about the prison system and how it's used to generate profit, and it's not really for criminal justice reform or anything like.
Definitely
My
that.
look, we went from sending like collect calls and stuff to this go around. Every when he went to a different jail, it was a different app.
Yep.
One place I could use Western Union. One place had their own app. One place they would just hold the money.
Hell, Bank of America just came out last month or 2 months ago saying that they're no longer supporting private prisons anymore.
I mean, it's a big business though. There was an
Hmm.
app for him to get music. There was an app for what else he had to use the app for? We did the money, the music, something else that they did an app for. But it's big business.
Yes.
Oh, it's
When you
definitely.
have all those workers, it's that's what I was talking about. So when we're talking about that black and white issue, when the bottom line is prison, and it all goes back to like Birth of a Nation, um, and all those documentaries and evidence throughout our history anyway, just showing that we went from systemic racism to classism, to reform classism back to racism, but we can't call it racism anymore because we're not talking about your race. We're talking about how much money you can make, whether you're lazy or not, whether you crossed a red line or all that shit. It's just a bunch of politics. It's just a bunch of politics to
Shut up.
keep a specific.
No
It's
doubt.
all
It's all
politics.
politics, baby. That's what he used to say all the time. And unfortunately, that's the world, the country that we live in, where everything is politicized because everything has a hidden agenda, and it's
Yep.
so much hypocrisy and bullshit. But just to get back, just to piggyback on the Michael Jordan situation, in studio,
Hmm.
friend of the show, Janet, just sent me to link to the article, "The Truth Behind Michael Jordan's Private Prison Investment News." And it basically says it's a case of mistaken identity, that the Michael Jordan that actually is invested in the prisons is not the same Michael Jordan basketball player. You can pull up the link, Google it. It has a list and everything on there. So it's not the actual Michael Jordan basketball player that's invested in prison.
Yeah, no, it's not.
Even though he is making a racket off of his shoes. That's why I don't wear Jordans because I know if it costs $1 to make and they 200 in the store, that's crackhead prices. I'm sorry, I'm never going to do that. Now I'm not saying I don't own
I'm
a pair
sorry.
of Jordans. I'm not saying I don't own a pair of Jordans that were given to me, but I've never spent money on a pair of Jordans before, just for that reason. So I have a couple of pair that I was given just
I've
because.
never owned a pair of Jordans.
I mean,
I
are
never
you gonna
will.
turn down free shoes?
Jordans, yeah,
For real?
yeah.
You wouldn't take a free pay, a chick's boy, a buck.
Jordan shoes are made the same place Shaq makes his shoes, and Shaq sells his shoes for $30.
But still, so
Stephon Marbury
Sometimes
was
20.
selling his shoes for like the same price Shaq, and they were made in the same factory.
I understand it. But you telling me if a chick give you a free pair of Jordans, you're not gonna wear those joints, man.
I tell him it'd be more beneficial for her to burn them in a bonfire than to give them to me.
I'm shocked. I'm shocked.
Don't get me wrong. I wouldn't wear them, not because I don't want to support the franchise or anything. It's more so like a target in lower income communities. I've always thought of that whole shoe and external glamour to be like a hassle because of the
Think about
target that's put on you. Like, look at North Faces. Remember, North Faces were a big thing, and people were dying over those stupid ass bubble jackets. It was really dumb to me. I didn't really understand it, but
Yeah, I was a real
yeah,
high fashion
like
guy. So
but
see, I'm a
but
simple dude.
but you gotta think about it like this. When I say like Shaq has made just as much money from his sneakers by selling them in Payless for kids that can actually afford them. The problem is though, when we think of Jordans, we think of it's a higher brand, and it's the same quality
yep,
sneaker.
I
Made by
never,
literally made by the same illegal immigrant kid sitting next to the other one.
I never understood the
yep.
fascination with high
Because
price, high
because
fashion.
people when they hear Jordan, they it assumes
I mean,
greatness.
I just mean period. Like, I had a partner that
It's
said
like an
he spent.
iPhone. It's like an iPhone, literally.
Yeah, I mean, I don't. I had a
The
partner
whole
that said he spent $500 on a belt, on a fucking belt.
Was it bulletproof?
It was a Gucci belt,
Oh,
and it had a G on the joint. He paid
oh.
$500. I'm like, dude, that's my cell phone bill, my water bill, and a little bit of my
yep.
food money. I'm going to spend that on a damn belt that I'm only going to wear when I go out, which I really don't do because I'm working. I'm like,
I mean, what you gotta think about it. Maybe he's the person that likes to go out.
nah, but it still doesn't justify spending $500 on a fucking belt, right? But then you crying broke when your paycheck
It,
comes.
it matters because we care.
Now, this
That's why you buy it. If we didn't care
I feel
about
like
that
this
damn
though.
belt, if we didn't care if that shit was
If you
$500,
spend five
we
hundred
wouldn't buy
dollars on the belt, right,
Uh,
and you good with that, you can afford $500. You good. Then as long as you ain't asking me for change the following week, we don't have a beef. One day when I was living in DC, I got off at Congress Heights. A dude was like, "Yo, son, can I get $1?" And I was like, "Bruh, you Haley Hansen down? No, your
Man,
clothes is better than mine."
they spend all this money
Rakim, I
on
think I told you about this.
And
About
he was like, "What?" I was like, "Dog, you got a Helly Hansen here and a Helly Hansen there." I said, "Bro, it's a Columbia jacket." Like, and this came from the house.
right.
Like, dog, you really Helly Hansen down, and, I said, and you got phone posits. Like,
how much that shit be costing that Helly Hansen shit.
damn money. I was like, dog. Like, so you're not gonna give me $1? I was like, this conversation is over. I just walked off.
You can cut a piece of your jacket, give me $1 worth of your
I mean,
jacket then.
now, if he looked like he needed $1, and if I had $1, I would have gave it to him. But you can't come up, you dog. You got 6 millionaires on, and you asking me for $1. This just ain't gonna happen.
Hey, man.
He got some Galaxy
So
phone
if you
posits
spend
on.
five
Talk
hundred
about
dollars
something. I
on your
can't feed
belt,
my kids.
if you spend $500 on your belt and you good, I'm good. But if you spend $500 on your belt, and then you come to me and be like, "Yo, dog, I can't eat for the week because I spent $500 on your belt," I'm look at you like you
You
stupid.
better eat that belt
I'm
then.
be like, "Damn, you better take small bites out your belt."
I throw that bit on the grill, nigga, put some barbecue sauce on it,
Don't
dog.
they make with capital C mumbo sauce?
No, but it'd be like that. Like when I was working at Six Flags, I remember this one guy. Well, working with Six Flags, but I remember this one guy. I was at the bus stop and he was stressing. I was like, dude, why you stressing for? And he was like, yo, I just spent my whole paycheck on these whatever shoes he had. I don't know if it was foam posits, Jordans, whatever. But he spent his whole paycheck on these damn shoes. He got like 2 pairs of shoes.
If you from
And
DC,
I'm like, okay, probably. Now I ain't gonna hold you. Foam posits are probably the most comfortable shoe I've ever put my big ass feet in.
I've never,
So I mean,
You know,
I will I got something given to me as a gift because I've never, you know me, I'm not like a shoe person. So, but in the opportunity that someone was just giving them away, I was like, you know, I most definitely will take them and see what's up. And yeah, they were real comfortable. They're really meant for bigger people. They're not really meant for these skinny dudes. Like I'm telling you right now, I don't know
these skinny
what enjoyment these little dudes get
They don't.
wearing these big ass shoes because they don't do nothing for them at all.
it make
Like
when they wear them skinny jeans and make them feet look real big. I guess that's the only way they pretend like they got something. They got a package. And I'm like, dude, you wearing skinny jeans? I can see you ain't got nothing. So that's how I understand why these chicks be with these skinny jean dudes, man. You see is what you get.
I don't know why you hate skinny jean niggas so
Because
much,
man, that
man.
shit is we used to clown dudes like that back when we came up.
That's
If they
true,
I
but
mean, people like Prince.
you really gotta hate you. Like almost every other show, you just ran on skinny jean niggas.
because
They ain't done nothing to you
they
though.
walk down the street with their pants hanging off their ass with a belt on, wearing skinny jeans. I'm like, dude, you doing too much. You got too much bullshit going on right now.
He might have got felt up on his way to the bus.
You looking like a 3D catalog for somebody to poke you. You better stop playing.
That's what I'm saying. I don't get it. And the fact that they're walking around like it's cool and nobody checking them on it. And like I said, I tell this story all the time. I got a buddy that had a 15-year-old son, and he told him, if I see you with your pants hanging down, it's going to be a problem. He rolled up one day. I'm glad I was there. I wish I'd have pulled it out and recorded it. This man came home, saw his son out front with his pants put out in front of his boys and everything. He went over, bent him over the car, and put his thumb right above his asshole and said, "Do you know what you're signifying by wearing your pants like that?" And explained to him what the saggy pants means to the folks in prison.
I just lost my appetite.
Hey man, sometimes
That
how
was very graphic,
I'm
son.
just hey, it could
That
hey,
was very graphic.
And
video, bro.
his son became a martyr for some people to hear this story.
I'm just saying, scared straight was a thing back in the '70s, man. You got to scare some of these motherfuckers into
Absolutely.
reality, man. They think shit. They live in a music video or a movie, and then react when reality slap them in the face, they want to cry like a little bitch, and it has
Hmm.
to stop. And somebody got to put a foot on these folks' throat. So yeah, I'm gonna call out the
I'm just tired of
motherfuckers because they need to be
I'm
called.
just tired of these young people and us learning retrospectively. You know what I mean? Like there are so many people who have stories just like that a lot of people just won't listen to until it's already like shit plastered on their face. Like, why did you have to wait for it to hit the fan in order for you to actually learn something or attempts to like not do X, Y, and Z? Like, if you know that you might get potentially what's the word profiled for being this particular way, perhaps you shouldn't be this particular way until it's actually safe to be that kind of way. Because right now, yeah, you have the freedom to do it, but you also have the freedom to get profiled and shot for it too. And that's the reality. Like it's terrible. It really is.
But the reality is this though. When we wore baggy jeans, they was shooting us too. Wearing skinny jeans, the niggas just can't run, so they get
They
shot
can't
with.
run it. They can't have
So
a
they get.
concealed weapon. So
But
I don't
when they
get it.
wear bell bottoms, they was shooting and killing us too. So with it, why should we be the only race that has the dress
conform to everything. No, I feel that. No, I've always said that
that we
shit.
want to?
We're the only race who has to do that. Everyone else, they talk about we're the only ones who put ourselves in the crab bucket that says things like black on black crime.
Yeah, it's a
No one else says that shit. We don't say Latino on Latino crime or white on white crime. We're the only ones that say that. We're the only ones subjugated mentally to say things like defending the violence around us by looking at ourselves and seeing the negative part of us. I've always hated the narrative of the black on black crime because to me, it speaks of a narrative that every black person out here is doing this shit, and it's not. And there's more of us not doing the shit than there are people doing the shit.
One of the things about
They're
black
really weird.
was this though is that we took it upon ourselves to try to police our own shit.
and we used to do it
Hmm.
back in the day. We now that doesn't happen as much because the whole disconnect in the community where folks don't even know their own neighbors, and the
Yep.
standoffish mentality that we have. But before we go, I want to piggyback on something that you said about these younger folks not seeing the picture and having to have it experienced to them before they learn. We all
Hmm.
had to go through that. Our parents all told us, what to do and not to do, but we had to go out there and experience it for ourselves until we learned that lesson.
Absolutely.
And with age, that's the beautiful thing about getting older that I'm learning now, being in my 40s, that you can see that ahead of time without going through all the misery and making a mistake. You can see ahead of time
Yeah.
with all the experiences you've been through. So unfortunately, they're handicapped in that aspect because they can't see the forest through the trees because first of all, they haven't really
Mm,
experienced nothing. Second of all, they get the
mm,
participation awards and been given stuff their whole life and feel like the things are just supposed to be given to them for showing up, and they feel like all the rules don't apply to them. And
yeah.
unfortunately, a stigma of this current generation. Even though, like I shouted them out, even though 151 didn't approve, the millennials are making a movement. I don't really get behind most of what they do,
No.
but they are passionate in what they're doing, and I got to give them credit for that because I was looking at it after our generation and what we accomplished and did, and some of the folks that I was interacting with and working with and just talking to, I was scared.
Yeah.
I was like, these folks are fucking lost, bruh. They have no direction, no knowledge of self, and have no want to have it. And it's like back in the day, we acquired knowledge because we yearned for it. We wanted to know more. It's like these folks have a smartphone in their pocket, but they don't want to know shit.
Well, the problem
Yeah,
is
right.
this: when you given, if I give you everything,
True.
what do you have to strive for? Like
Exactly.
my niece is walking around with a higher grade iPhone than I got,
Bruh,
and I
niece
got a
got the 11,
job.
my niece got the 11 on me, and then and was flossing like my phone better than yours. Now I'm like, you ain't even pay for that. Your mama did. Shut up.
but
It ain't even your phone. You loaning it from the company.
but here's the thing too. So say if a 9 year old if a 9 year old is walking around with an iPhone, an iPad,
Hmm.
and their grades aren't even up to par, but we're giving them everything. How could they
Hmm.
want for anything? Because we already gave them everything. You're not going to chase knowledge when you're just giving them everything. Like when I was a kid, it was you had to get good grades to get good shoes and stuff like that. I remember my sister was on the
Absolutely.
basketball team. My mom was like, "Yeah, I bought her some 200 pairs of Jordans." You ain't never bought me a pair of $200 sneakers in my life.
I never bought
Hmm.
honestly.
If
I
I
know.
bought
I've
you a
always
pair of shoes
encouraged
for two
that.
hundred dollars, that would have been my Christmas and birthday combined.
For the next
Yeah.
2 years.
like
No, no, it'd be like that. It was real.
give them everything, but when you get it, they're not going to want for anything, and that's the biggest problem. How you're never going to want to get knowledge because I gave it to you.
Right.
You know, they don't know what it's like.
Well,
They ain't gonna know what it's like to have a 9 to 5 job and you gotta pay for all that shit
Yeah. Oh,
because
right.
that's
people
funny.
keep there are grown people right now that we're having this conversation in their 20s and 30s and their parents are still paying their fucking cell phone bill. Slap yourself.
Hmm.
I heard, yeah, that I heard,
No,
some
what? It's
shit
real.
crazy.
It's real. I understand,
Yeah,
but that ain't me.
I didn't get my first cell phone till I was 17, and that was after I moved out the house and bought it my damn self. My mama wasn't putting no cell phone in her name for me to run the bill up. I mean, we had to pay for text messages back in the day. We had all of the difficult stuff that we had to fight through all the trials and tribulations of the '90s to get these millennials to where they are now. That's what I say. They don't show enough
Yeah.
respect to our generation, man. That's why I be trying to put foot to their ass.
Well, no, well, you have people like me because I'm a millennial. I'm a millennial, and I can definitely tell you that I've always looked at the positive of what the generation before me has done for me because I just turned 30, so I'm like smack down in the millennial,
Middle.
right in the middle. So like I've always had appreciation for you guys and what the people before me have done for me, and just trying to keep that mantle going and just teach it so that the next generation have won't just be arrogant as the Gen Z. I think they're called Gen Zs now, Gen Zs or whatever the hell, whatever the next.
What the fuck ever.
Don't even get me started.
Right. Well, all them people, like I'm trying to make it so that at least do my part so that they're not as stuck up or entitled that they think they are, because that's the problem. Like you said, we give them everything and don't teach them the consequences at an early age, and now they just think, oh well, it is what it is. Like, and it can't really be like that. It really can't. Why is this 9-year-old walking around with a iPhone S or whatever 9S or whatever the hell it is?
Them niggas got the max. Like If you 8 years old, why do you need a max phone with 500 gigs? What the hell are you
Like,
emailing? Bin Laden? What the
yeah, no,
fuck?
that's
Come
real.
on, man.
No, no
That's
bullshit.
crazy.
But you know that comes from an institutionalization of the last
Every
generation.
fucking Teletubby on TV. Like, why would you have
But
the
you know,
max
That
phone?
nigga,
It's
that nigga
ridiculous.
called it Caillou.
a lot of times that comes from
It's called,
that comes
it's
from
called
us
like
or the
cartoons
last
for kids
generation
from the
coddling
80s. Like,
them.
come on.
That nigga trying to reach.
That comes from us coddling them because of the lack of what we had as a child. You know, so we tell ourselves when we have kids we want to give them all the stuff that we couldn't have, all the things that I begged for and complained about. And so now they're like, look, I work really hard to make sure you can want for nothing. But part of that is not just to having that, but you have to make sure that you teach the consequences and structure them so that they can be, prepared for the future. I know with me, I didn't have everything. I was kind of spoiled, but not really. Actually, I wasn't at all. I earned everything that I had.
But
Every little thing that I had, I earned.
see,
And the way my aunt and family worked, they made it so that, oh, he likes this. They give me something, see if I like it or not. I like it. They found out what I like, what I dislike, and then they would take it away from me when I didn't do right. Like, period. And then kept it like that. So now I had an incentive to do the right thing.
Well,
but see, there's a catch 22 to that, and this is what I try to
Hmm.
explain to my sister. By giving them all the things that you so-called didn't have growing up and had to work for,
Yeah.
what instilled those values to do that? So now you're giving
Hmm.
them because of your misplaced childhood, but you're subtracting from them the work ethic to get it,
yes.
and then you wonder why when you've been giving them so much and when they get older you try to get them to do chores and clean their room and wash the dishes and wash the clothes, they're giving you so much attitude because you've given them so much for doing nothing, and because of the
Yeah.
capitalist mindset that we're all grown up in, and they're super grown up in with the iPhones and the keeping up with the who got this and phone posits and Helly Hansen this and all of that. Now
Yeah.
you're feeding into their mindset and their psyche, and then you're going to stand back and say, well, why are you acting like this? I mean, you laid the groundwork for it by the way you
Absolutely.
try to
Absolutely.
coddle them. So it's a catch 22 to that thing, and like you say, that's a responsibility of showing, these folks.
Yeah.
We take the stuff from them. My nephew has a PlayStation 4. He has a tablet, handheld games. This boy has two. He has a monitor in his room just for him to game, along with a TV with Direct TV on it. This boy
You
ain't
sound
even
like
2 years
me.
old yet.
You know what? That's too much.
Exactly. But when they act up, I don't take the stuff. I take the power cords. I'll make them
Absolutely.
be like, damn, I want to play with it. But I take the power cords because Uncle don't play that shit. And you got to instill that in them. So there's a responsibility. If you want to have that mindset, you have to know what comes with it also. And that means you have to step your parenting skills up to match that level of what you've been giving them and find a way to
Absolutely.
relate to them. This isn't how life is. I'm doing this because yada yada yada. But real life will put their foot up your ass.
Well,
You know what? And that's why on that subject,
don't add,
because you said that.
don't. My sisters don't know. I still beat kids. So don't. You don't want your kid beat. Don't have to come over
Absolutely.
here.
Oh, my kids,
Cause,
my
I'm all for it.
cause Uncle King
All
will
for
whoop
it.
that ass. I'm
damn.
gonna tell you maybe once. I'm gonna tell you twice. My nephew once got beat up on his birthday the other day. He decided to fall out, and I
Oh yeah,
started to pick him up. I had another person here. I was like, I got too many witnesses. I started to pick him up by his foot and wear his little ass out.
that's what you
I
do.
They said
my next at the bar shirt is gonna say on the back it's gonna say at the bar on the front, and on the back it's gonna say OG. I still beat kids.
Hell yeah, I do too. They know Uncle don't play
I
that
would
shit.
most definitely say that I'll be more suggestible to not beating or physical punishment when I don't have to worry about, the police potentially killing my son in the future or daughter for just being who they are. That's part of it. Like, the idea is that we don't have to do that. They do this, that, the other, that. When I hear people like that, they say, we don't do this. We don't beat our kids. We don't do this. We don't do that. And they're better for it. I'm like, you're literally training them
Let me tell you.
to,
Let me tell you something real quick.
go ahead, go ahead,
You know the one thing I ain't
go
never
ahead.
had a problem with?
Who?
Ask any of my nieces, my nephews, and my sisters.
Uh,
They shut up. Everybody shuts up. You know why?
why?
Because we ain't in the same age bracket.
And I will beat.
You don't earn. You haven't earned what I've earned.
Uh huh.
And I will clearly let you know we ain't the same.
Hmm.
Not at all.
Not at all. No, there's age.
We'll never be the same. And as I will clearly remind them, I've changed your diapers. You've yet to change mine. So until you change my diapers, you can't. It ain't shit that you can tell
That's
me.
no bullshit. Some of my sister said my 15-year-old niece attempted to swing on her when she was about to beat her ass.
Oh man, that'd have been an uppercut.
Oh, she was lucky because company was at the front door. But let's just say, yeah, my niece got a lesson. She ain't never
She
gonna
tell us
forget.
to.
She ain't never gonna forget. It's sad because they say every child's life they're going to try their parent. My dad was 6'6", 390 pounds. I ain't never had the balls to try that man, bro. It wasn't because I knew I would have to stab him. It wasn't no one-on-one fight. We just got to pull the blade out because that dude was. I just seen he too was too strong. And yeah, he smacked me one time open hand when I was 17. I moved out the next month. I was like, I can't do it. I'm done.
Let me tell you a real story. My goddaughter, her son,
Hmm.
and he was doing something and he was playing, and he turned into me and I said, pick that up. And he said, "Shut up, Kimi."
Oh shit.
I said,
And
Oh shit! What?
when he woke up, what happened?
"What did you just say?" He said, "I said, shut up, Kimi." My goddaughter was like, "Oh." I
Woo!
think he was about
Oh, I
like
better
2
hit the
or 3.
reset button.
I
Oh.
reached down, I looked down, I reached down, and I grabbed him by his foot, and then I held him in front of me by his foot up, and I said, "What did you say?" He's like, "Ah!" I said, "I want you to remember this moment for the rest of your life. That you ever get the urge in your life, I don't care if you're 35, to tell me to shut up. This is going to be the end result."
Bruh, ass whippings work, man. I'm 42. I still remember ass whipping I got beat at the age of 3 for doing. I don't know what I did, but I remember it was so bad that they put Vaseline on my ass before they beat my ass because they wanted to make sure I felt it. I don't remember what I did.
Dad, he's a badass kid.
Man, look, man, I told him I'm a changed man, bro. I'm trying to do better, man. Every day is a struggle. Shit. Why we gotta bring up? Oh, I know I'm bringing up old shit now, but you supposed to be my co-host, partner, uplifting me, and you constantly keep on reminding me that I ain't shit. I know this.
You done some shit though. Like, that we hear off the
And they're
air.
not gonna hit us until we do the web series, and that's like I
He's
said,
done some
we
shit
got
now.
we
So
got.
when his father did some stuff to him, I can't. Well, he was wrong, Carl.
I mean,
He was probably right.
I never said it wasn't, it wasn't justified. I just said it was rough. That's all. I mean, I didn't say it wasn't unwarranted the punishment that I received, but it was on the verge of abuse at some points. I got beat with an antenna off a radio.
That's that old school right there.
Yeah, I broke up by
Look.
accident. When
I
he
ain't even
asked
going.
me, "Did you do it
I'm.
by accident on purpose?" I didn't know the difference. I said on purpose. He whipped my ass. I learned to never say nothing I didn't know no more. I got a dictionary by my fucking bed after that.
So that was a good life
Look, I got my ass beat for mistaken identity. If my mama listened, you know what you did. But I had I got accused of taking my uncle's car,
Damn.
putting my baby sister in the car.
That's grand.
I was like maybe 8. I was like maybe 8 or 7. Taking my baby sister, she's a baby, an actual baby, putting her in the car, putting the car in reverse, driving into my neighbor's gate, messing up his gate,
Thing when I was
and then running into the house. That's what I got accused of. What actually happened is that my neighbor had said that I had did that, but it was actually my little brother. But that day, I had got my ass beat by my uncle, my mom, my dad, my older stepsisters. It was like a menage ass beating.
Well,
that's crazy.
unlike you, Carl actually did it, and it was him.
I did it twice. I don't remember what.
Nigga!
I mean, the first time I was like 7, and the second time I was like 8, and it was always me and my damn cousin. My dad had a
This nigga just said the first time first of all, he gonna try to skip over.
Wait, excuse me?
I had 2
Hold the
active
fuck up.
Pump the
You did
brakes.
that shit
Try
twice?
to skip over that. like it's covered food or some shit. Like we playing hopscotch or some shit.
Hey man,
This nigga said, yeah, the first time it was 7. And the other time, I think he gonna say 12, 11, 15.
it was
This
always
nigga
my
said 8.
it was always my cousin's fault, man.
Nigga, it was probably a 6-month difference. And when you did it at that, it wasn't a full year.
Yeah, we like cars, man. My dad had a 280Z. It was a stick. At both times, my cousin hit the damn emergency brake. One time he hopped out, left me in the joint solo, the little sorry motherfucker,
Oh, that's
and went
dirty.
straight across the street, ran over a tree. The second time he just
Damn.
drifted down the street and hit one of the neighbors' cars and shit.
And you would have.
Oh.
I mean, I don't remember. I don't remember the point. I know I got my ass, but I think I woke up like a day or two later, man. I don't remember what happened after that.
But I tell you, my brother didn't admit. Like I got. In fact, it was so bad. They got my ass beat twice because they confronted my neighbor, and they were like, "Are you? So was it him? Are you sure it was him?" He looked at me, looked at my little brother, looked at me. Yeah, it was him.
Damn.
And I got my ass beat again for lying. And I was like, "Yo!" And then my brother, when he turned like 20, finally admit that it was him all these damn years.
Beat his ass.
Man, we already knew it was you, motherfucker. But goddamn,
We'd have had
I already knew.
Look,
I wasn't gonna tell him no shit, nigga. You got your ass beat. That's probably the worst ass beat you got in your life. You still talking about that shit?
cardinal rule is this: deny, deny,
yeah.
deny. There's
20,
some shit that I probably did in my mama's house. I ain't gonna never cop to.
hell nah. 20 years old. Yeah, we ain't
And I'm
kids no more,
grown.
Craig. Yeah, we ain't kids no more, Craig. Me and him would have had to duke it out right there in the driveway, man.
I ain't thinking about it here, man. This your call turns into a 2-hour show. About to get off air.
Hey, man, we had some good stories, man. This is what we do.
No, man. You know, I've been seeing y'all. I just don't be getting into it. But today I was like, I got the time. Let me just see what's going on. You got an artist on here. Okay, I see the artist. Okay.
Hey.
Okay, he sound all right.
We appreciate it, man. I love when people get involved. That's one thing I love about the show is being interactive and we having fun. And it is what it is. When we get people that more people interactive,
Makes it a better show.
it makes it a greater show. It makes everything great. So it is what it is.
Absolutely. If you ever want me to come back, just let me know.
Well,
All
I
right,
mean,
man.
it's a phone number up there for a reason. It says call in. The reason why it says call in because I get too drunk to remember to tell niggas to call in.
Yeah, he forget the number.
He like you gotta give him like a few seconds before you tell him shut the fuck up or not.
Information up there. It's not because I'm tech savvy. It's because I drink a lot and I'm lazy. I ain't got time to remember. Like,
We don't even know the number and shit. Like, it's on the screen. Call that bitch.
first of all, if your government name is Raheem, do you really want to spell that after you had like 4 beers in? Like, that's a lot.
Nigga, I gotta spell check that shit every time. Nigga.
Like, I gotta spell checking and it's my name.
But yeah, get your. I'll make sure I tune in and spread the word, man. You guys doing some really good things. I love the platform that you guys are creating and making it available for anyone to speak their piece, regardless of which side or where they are in life or whatever. I think that's great.
When me and GOP did the show, it's okay to disagree.
Yeah.
I mean, the whole thing is like I don't want to sit across from somebody that always agrees with me. Like shit, that ain't no fun.
Right.
Like, and the thing is,
Right.
is how you gonna learn if all y'all agree? Like, if you got all yes men around you, who the fuck teaching who?
Nobody.
Absolutely.
I could have just said, "Yo, the sky is green," and everybody says, "Okay, it is."
Yeah, you right, nigga. You right.
It's okay to disagree. You learn things. So
You learn shit. Yeah, tell them.
with that, but that's how you go. Me and GOP disagreed all the time, and sometimes in the show, you're like, "I see your point. I see your point."
Yeah.
Sometimes we disagree to disagree.
Oh yeah, we done
But-
had some heat.
Yeah.
But it's
I used to love those conversations. I used to have some deep conversations with Black GOP, just off the strength of before the show started, everyone was coming in and we would talk about politics or whatever the case may be, and he would give his 2 cents on everything, and he would be really direct about it. He's like, hey, you know what? It's really an unpopular opinion, but the reality is that it's the opinion that a lot of people have.
I mean,
I used to love the way you just say that shit. It's not going to be popular, but it's going to be some real shit.
There's gonna be some real shit. Yeah.
So but that's the dynamic of something. You should be able to agree to disagree as men, and you should be able to learn from each other too.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
Rest in peace.
Absolutely.
GOP, baby.
As always,
Yeah,
always gonna hold it
absolutely.
down because everything is.
Rest in power, man.
And
What we going to play to get ready to get up out of here?
I'm probably gonna play another Renegade song since it's
You
my.
know, might as well. Shit. I mean, this is, Renegade Radio when we want it to be.
Hey, man.
I really feel bad about
Shout out to Renegade. Renegade's the boy.
We have to play. Your ass is just as biased as mine.
I mean, shit. He our artist. What the fuck?
Exactly. See, he just agreed with me, and I was either didn't help. See?
Ah, yeah.
That's just how we rolled on At the Bar Radio.
Let's go.
I ain't got time for shit. Only got time for a bitch. Cause she know how to ride a dick. But I'm just blowing on the piss. Niggas ain't gon' put the word.
Calm down. It's almost 8:30.
But hey, man, that's how it be, man.
Oh yeah, by the way, this ain't called Ounces of Hope. It's also another exclusive too, which means if you look for it on iTunes, Apple Music, Spotify, you don't. It's only on my computer and Renegade shit. Let's go. Hence, that's why it's called exclusive. Unlike your baby mama.
She get passed around like a blunt, baby.
You know, if CP3 get her, she's done. Just give her up.
Why not be after I get her, man?
Them kids may not even be
I don't
yours.
do sloppy seconds, baby.
That's why I said after CP3 get her, the president ain't got no feelings.
Forgot I had these girls.
Come on. This nigga CP3 is holding out alcohol on After Bar Radio. What type of shit is this?
I put in the fridge and forgot, Shout out to Eric Kusa.
Shout out Eric Kusa.
Check out Sports OTHP on Monday nights, baby.
There's a lot of podcasts that's gonna copy some of the shit that we do.
Many can copy, but none can duplicate us, baby. You can try it, but you never gonna get to that level.
And the thing about it is I'm not gonna call y'all out, but I'm gonna make fun of y'all on every podcast.
Oh, I'm gonna start calling them out. Pull your lift, your skirt, and expose your clitoris. She's a bitch. In the murder words of Pimp C.
You see, and I'm supposed to be the asshole. And for those who just saw what I did on air, yes, I did put Jim Beam bourbon in my Modelo.
That's what got me in trouble the last time. Fucking man.
And by the way, CP3 is mad because the Nats still lost.
Got swept by the fucking Phillies.
Shout out to Bryce Harper. You still suck.
Hey, with no ring.
Just the other day, you said you like Bryce Harper. I heard you on your podcast.
I like him, but he still left, and we got a ring after the fact.
I heard you on your. Nah, you just threw that ding in there.
I had to.
You didn't have to.
Yes, I do. Because they lost if they got swept by Philly. He's on the Philly, so I gotta throw some shade. Fuck Bryce today.
That's not what you said on Monday, nigga. I saw Sports on the Hill.
He's a good player, but they just beat us and shit. So fuck him. Oh, the Nets ain't gonna make the playoffs. God damn it.
DC Sports make people emotional.
Yes, y'all.
We